We all play in our own way for our own reasons, and that's okay, because there's levels to this. Not just levels in games. There's levels of specs.
And levels to flex.
Sequence initialized.
There's mad levels of innovation.
3, 2, 1. Activate light speed.
And mythic levels of creation.
There's levels to exceed.
And levels of speed.
There's status levels.
Whatever levels.
There's entry levels. Time-shattering levels.
And levels of mayhem.
Pretty dope, huh? There's levels of dedication, devotion, and motivation to reach a whole nother level. Now what's possible and what's next is up to us. So let's go. There's levels to play. We all play in our own way for our own reasons, and that's okay, because there's levels to this. Not just levels in games. There's levels of specs.
And levels to flex.
Sequence initialized.
There's mad levels of innovation.
3, 2, 1. Activate light speed.
And mythic levels of creation.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the IGE Contenders Valorant Tournament. And it's gonna be me, Kirito, alongside me. It's Aggressive, and we are back for the final time of the entire tournament with the grand finals. It's about to begin, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready to rumble with EXCEELI Esports taking on Red VIPERZ Gaming very soon in this best of 3 series, and we are excited beyond belief. Right now, Aggressive looks very calm. I mean, he always does. His green screen is sort of not really.
We'll talk about that. That's just a cameo
not
for
really
the door.
working out. Absolutely, he just wants a sneak peek in there. But yeah, I mean, the excitement is unbelievable. The atmosphere is exciting. We're gonna be getting into the grand finals real soon. But for the past almost 3 weeks, we've been casting this tournament non-stop for every day, with of course obviously the weekends as exception. But we're gonna finally go into the grand finals. And Aggressive, after all this hard work, how are we feeling? He's gone, ladies and gentlemen. I think he's trying to fix the green screen. Never mind.
Yeah,
But
it's
I
done.
mean, if you are to ask me, it's definitely, I mean, again, obviously EXCEELI Esports, they have dominated the entire tournament. Other than the first map on the semifinals, I have never really had a doubt on this team that they would take it away all the way to the top. And here they are, standing against Red VIPERZ, who sort of, I mean, would not be my first pick, honestly, in this grand finals. They are a force to be reckoned with, not putting them down anyway. But again, there were so many teams this tournament that possibly could have stood up here in this position, in the facing off against EXCEELI. And Red VIPERZ coming up on top is definitely going to make things much more exciting, considering the firepower that this team has. So what are your feelings about this?
In my opinion, I do believe that Red VIPERZ have a good opportunity, but from what we've seen in the past, EXCEELI just is one of those teams that you can't easily take control of or try to take the control away from when they are the ones who are in the driver's seat. It's going to be difficult, it's going to be hard, but it will not be impossible. And I do believe most of the things that Red VIPERZ can do has to be when it comes down to the map selection. If they do not pick the proper maps for themselves, this will be a one-sided affair where EXCEELI should be easily the ones to take it away if they get the much more favorable maps. Lotus needs to get thrown out of the window. You cannot play Lotus against EXCEELI. But Ascent could be on the cards, but EXCEELI at the same time could ban out Ascent, knowing that Red VIPERZ are very comfortable on that particular map.
Yeah, the map selection has already been decided though, and it is going to be Ascent on the first one, and then on the second map is going to be Haven, and this other map is going to be Pearl. And so far in this semi-final, in this best of 3 setup on land day, we've only gone up to map 2. We have yet to see the third map come up. And again, that sort of sets the tone, and that was something we were talking about before we went into the break, before we came into it with this grand final matchup, that it's really gonna come down to who shows up in that first match. We've seen close ones, we've seen one-sided ones, but whoever wins that first map is in such a comfortable situation compared to the other team. And in that second map, they can definitely make that very visible. We can see from the very beginning the winners of the first map, who already have a 1-0, who should be in the chill zone, who should be in the driving seat relaxing. They're the ones who are taking initiative, they're the ones who are feeling much more confident, and they're the ones rushing in. And EXCEELI, when they won that first map, it was a nail-biter, but the second one was absolutely dominated. And that is, I think, something that they realized, and that is definitely going to be their aim going into the first map of Ascent.
Getting a really good and early start here will be paramount for the members of Red VIPERZ. So this first initial map is where pretty much everything will lie. But in my opinion, I would say, as Ascent is the first initial pickup, the members of EXCEELI, they're very confident for this side up. But then again, as we're going to be heading on down into Haven for the next pick, it will be quite interesting overall, I do believe. RB, pretty much, when we look at the picks and the bans, we're just going to talk about it right now. I can already see that RB, they did their homework and they were mentally prepared for what EXCEELI were going to be bringing on down to the table. As Sunset is not being put up on the map pool this time around because, of course, this tournament started before Sunset really even came into the new map pool. So currently, Breeze and Sunset no longer in the cards. Pearl is still present, so that's where the teams are going to be headed for map number 3. Overall, though, I do think a lot of comfort to be found for the members of Red Vipers. They're starting off on a strong map. Their second map as well will not go that badly, only if we see the same level of form coming in from Duke. Duke needs to be pretty much in the same form that he was when it came down to his match against 21 Esports. Because if that is the level of gameplay that he brings out to the table, it's going to be perfect, but it seems like that train is making a bit of a cameo there, Kirito, in their background.
Yeah, everyone wants everyone wants a piece of the action for the grand finals. But yeah, map picks are coming in. EXCEELI going for that Haven pick, and honestly, if it does go in favor of EXCEELI in the first map of Ascent, which it very well might, both teams are equally strong on that. It's gonna be a coin toss either ways. But on Haven, I have to side with EXCEELI a little bit more. It is a little bit more utility based, and RV, despite their amazing fragging capability, despite Duke just popping off, the utility is just not on the same level as EXCEELI, and I feel like EXCEELI will definitely counter them on that and definitely figure out some of the nooks and crannies where RV will be lacking. And for sure, if you aren't going to be playing those utilities up to par against a team like EXCEELI, then you will be suffering. You will be having to face a lot of these issues where there will be gaps, there will be mistakes, there will be certain loopholes that EXCEELI will exploit, the players will exploit, and that is going to come down to bite you in the later stages of the round. So I really feel like that the side of RV need to take this Ascent map before going into Haven. Having that pressure on Haven and a map where I feel like it's pretty much established that EXCEELI are a lot stronger. We've seen them play. The one match that we casted for EXCEELI, at least I casted for EXCEELI during the previous stages, was on Haven, and it was phenomenal from their end. We saw Hermione on that Sova, absolutely brilliant. We saw great Killjoy play from Zolo, and overall just an amazing map control, amazing utility, and the way they complemented and facilitated Rosa on the Duelist is just beautiful. So RV have that same capability, but it's just right now it's in the decimals. It's like if EXCEELI is at 95, RV's has to be at around like 45.5 or something, or 45.75, and that 0.5 is so big right now in this grand final stage. So it's, in my personal opinion, RV, it's definitely crucial for them to find a lot of success and take the map win in Ascent to get the momentum up and get some advantage in the second one, or else it might be difficult to come back in Haven. Yeah, looks like he's just gone. Looks like Aggressive is just gone again.
Second. I'm back.
Yeah. He's back. Something's happening with him. Some things are happening.
No. It's just the doorbell, man. I gotta open the door, right?
Yeah. Definitely the viewers are coming in. Everyone's coming in to join the stream. But yeah, make sure, I mean, if you are already there at LAN, definitely, hopefully you enjoy this show, because again, grand finals are always exciting, and again, this LAN stage setup is as hype as it gets. And if you are still close around to the area, if you're still near Aurora Gaming Lounge in Mohawk, near Brack University campus, check it out. Go and visit quick. It's a best of 3, so you have some time to make it. If you're close enough, just rush yourselves there and join in with the fun. Meanwhile, before we get started, again, a quick reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that we have still the survey from Logitech, the biggest gamer survey for PC technicians in Bangladesh. Make sure you fill that up to get some free goodies from Logitech, some free products. And if you refer to your friends to use your mail, again, your chances will increase to get those prices. And again, another offer, we have to use our promo code while buying any products from StarTech Online. You will get 500 taka discount. Make sure to use the promo code Logi_G_Paradise, and you will get 500 taka discount on checkout. So with that being said, Asian picks are coming in, the grand finals are kicking off, and we're about to see how this first map is going to unfold, and a lot will actually unveil itself from this agent selection. As we're already seeing 4 of the agents out of the 5, and they are going for this double initiator composition. The Sova is back. Let's go. Nice to see ARJ back on that Sova. And pretty much the same composition for EXCEELI, but they're going for the KO instead of the breach. And not gonna lie, KO does have a lot of potential in some of these tight areas, especially on defense.
Really agree there. Looking at the composition too, this is going to be very interesting because think about it like this: why is KO strong on this map? I already gave you this analysis before in the past, and I'm pretty sure you've heard it. There's a specific reason why people like to pick out this KO, because he has the 0 point available plus the null command. We always talk about the Killjoy being the most strongest agent in this particular map, and how do you counteract her? You use the KO. The null command just makes her completely useless, and unless your Killjoy is able to get frags, she doesn't get any value. And at that point, your utility just becomes useless, because as soon as they rush into the site, what is your utility going to do? Your utility is there to try and stop them from making those rushes. And if Zolo gets a catch on that KO, gets a catch onto the Killjoy, that's just an instant stop. There's absolutely nothing more that the Killjoy can do to try and get them out of that situation.
I just noticed Duke's not gonna be playing the Jet. It's Big Joel. He's gonna step in.
Oh, okay.
I mean, unless it's wrong, unless there could be some issues from the text, but I mean, if this is what it is, that's a lot of big boots to fill. He's gonna be going up against Rosa. He's gonna be going up against the rest of EXCEELI as a spearhead. So Dibjal definitely an amazing fragger. Again, a lot of switches. Slims are playing the Killjoy. I feel like there might be a mistake. Tell me there's a mistake. Again, nothing wrong with the swaps. It's just that this is not their usual Asian composition, so I'm kind of taken at a surprise. So I guess we'll just see as the game comes on. But yeah, again, Dibjal, if he does play the Jet, he's gonna go up against the side of EXCEELI. He's gonna be spearheading his team. And being the duelist, he's gonna be the one taking the space. He's gonna be the one trying to take initiative most of the time. So he's got a lot of big boots to fill. And again, on the breach Duke, again, you are playing against a much more stronger composition. Oh yeah, he is.
Oh, this is interesting. I don't know why Duke opted to go in for an option like this. Like, don't get me wrong, Dibjal's insane. Like, we all know for a fact that he is an extremely potent Jet. But
after the first match, after the semifinals, after what he did on Jet, really?
I don't know. I think this is just more of a comfort changer. But Duke on the Initiator is something that personally, as an analyst, and when I know him on a personal level, I don't really think it's a good idea. This could end really badly for Red Vipers, but maybe they know something that I don't. But it seems as though Dibjal, he's trying to go in for some shots, but not against Rosa, man. This guy on the Jet is just something different. He's trying to bring himself up and prove that he's over with Rache for some reason. This guy, he has something to believe in, and he's making sure that the other players will believe in him as well. Frags are clean as Rosa just showcasing his mechanical prowess. He's running in towards the side. They have 8 to play around with as Duke doesn't really have much to give. Does take out the raid boss though, but low on HP. Duke stuck in a 1v3, and this situation seems close to impossible.
Oh, the timing. Flash comes in, Kyojin's able to take care of him. Ooh, a little bit dicey to start things off for RV, and Dibjal of the Jet does get one. But gets traded out immediately by Rosa, obviously coming in big for the team with the Jet duelist. And again, he's leading the charge. We see a really pretty good map control. It's just a pistol round. There's not much going on. There's not much utility, not much strategy. Some very basic stuff. But again, we see the Jet coming out from tiles. The KO on Zolo as well, walking up through catwalk. This is very good map control and very good awareness of what EXCEELI really want to do. From the start of the round, they did not really improvise. They played on together, but Dibjal, that was a nice set piece coming in. But the trade is instant from Missile. The breach stun was so good. The trade is absolutely on point from the send of Missile. Rosa gets one with the Bulldog onto ARJ. Mid is vulnerable. B-side is completely open. Slim Zera fades up though, takes down Rosa, and from behind, the nice Casey one out of nowhere, just bonks him with the bat. Kyojin trades immediately, but it's a 1v2. Slim Zera needs to land this shot. I don't think he's aware of this. He needs to get this. 14 HP, runs out of bullets. That's unfortunate. Zo's able to take him
Maybe
down,
he
but
needs his
what an
own pet to poke
expensive
someone
round.
with.
Oh,
This is
that
a
baseball bat.
really good round for the defenders, mind you. Not only did the
True.
defenders get 3 frags, they prevented the spike from going down. So that denies what? An ultimate point? And don't look at the overall ultimate economy. It does not look that good for the members of EXCEELI because all of them got specific kills by themselves instead of pushing those orbs into one singular person. Of course, Rosa 2 away from that Blade Storm, but the Blade Storm is not a game-changing ultimate. It's good to have when you're trying to control economy. For now, though, members of RV, they're going to be in a bit more of a comfortable spot. Joel not getting spotted out by the recon bolt. Good lineup from Hermione, though. They have something to play around with, an open space to push forward into. Joel over in the corner of mid, but Missile wants to take that first fight, but KZ1's just so much faster on the trigger. Good shots from KZ1 as Slim Zera takes another one over towards A main. They're just dropping like flies. The members of EXCEELI, they're walking into the waiting arms of their enemies as Slim Zera, the spray connects, and Kyojin doesn't even know what hit him there.
All onto Hermione here with the Vandal. He's gonna pick one up. Takes care of Duke, but the trade's instant. Couple of players taken down from EXCEELI. Not a bad round, but again, no real progress made. Needed to get the spike down, possibly get some progress into a side, but still. Very early into the game. 2-2 is the scoreline. Gun round should be approaching for both ends. They should be able to afford some rifles. Deepjal, though, will be struggling, sticking to a Guardian and a half armor. Same for ARJ, but with a Vandal, no, he's actually going to get armor. Never mind. But yeah, both sides so far very evenly matched. And I won't say evenly matched. There's just too much going on to actually separate them just yet. We can't really find a certain deviation. Again, utility-wise, setup-wise, EXCEELI are just looking much stronger. But Deepjal
That was
didn't even
questionable.
react there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have no
Kyojin,
idea. The way
maybe-
he was clearing that angle
he's-
was just so weird.
Maybe he's just extra sharp right now. Kyojin just single-handedly opens up the side of 8. KZ1 does find a frag, but EXCEELI are just clapping back. What's happening here? It's as if their aim's just completely gone. Red Vipers are unable to react to some of these fights.
I
Regardless,
guess momentary
each side-
focus just disappeared.
I don't know what
We're
happened,
not
but
really focusing
not the
much.
best time and place to lose your focus, not gonna lie. On the grand final stage, again, best of 3. First map only, but as we talked about this, and I believe side of RV are well aware of how Haven is gonna treat them if EXCEELI take this map. Regardless if they take this map, how Haven's gonna be for the side of RV. Oh, spotted out, dude. Trying to save this gun. Gets one frag. He's still low on HP. He's gonna be gunned down though. Missile from B main. I feel like that's gonna be a pretty detrimental loss to the gun. Loss to the economy. Maybe even that one gun save could have been crucial, but are we rolling with it for now? It's just a 3-1. Need to connect these shots, though. Rounds like that cannot happen again.
Yep. This was just an autopilot round, I do believe, from the members of RV. They started taking duels all by themselves, no real utility setup. They wanted to push towards the extremities, understandably so, but scratching your nose in situations like that will end up in a pretty hefty loss. But for now, slowing things down once again, the members of EXCEELI. They want to feel out the map a little bit here first. Find a pick for themselves before they want to go in for something way too aggressive. They understand that this will be an eco round coming in from the members of Red Vipers, so this will be very costly if they lose out on weapons and no one's holding from the side of short, and Dibjol gets a kill for free. This is tough, and this is going to get even more rough, so you now no longer have that spearhead for your team. And that will be the biggest problem the members of EXCEELI need to remedy. Oh, Solo, you didn't. What is happening? The players are going into autopilot mode, seemingly.
What? I don't know why he walked out there like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Awkward
They're
moment
just
coming
going into
in.
autopilot mode for some reason. Something's up.
Regardless, this setup looks very, very good from the side of EXCEELI, but the utility is so good. RB slowing them down. Slim Zera
Oh, look
caught
at
in both
Kyojin!
angles, but Kyojin, Hermione, what just happened? What?
Kyojin popped out of the A main smoke and he flicked onto 2 players. That was goddamn insane, Kyojin. getting away with pretty much murder there. We didn't catch it on the observer feed, but I could see his flick. Friction burns on his hand for this man. As Divjal, last player remaining, doesn't really have the HP, but is still going in for a pretty good fight. Shock Dart comes out, so even if Missile doesn't get that kill, the Hunter will instead. 1-4 as EXCEELI, a little bit of a dicey round, but they were able to reconcile and get themselves back in towards this match.
That's really the difference maker, isn't it? Because both sides are gonna have these rounds where things just don't add up, things just don't work out. It's about how you react to that. You either EXCEELI, we see them physically actually stopping and taking a breather. They're like, okay, let's take a position, let's just forget it's a 3v4, whatever it is, I don't care. Let's just walk into the site together and just recover ourselves. RV have to be able to do the same thing. There's a Byron's coming, I believe an operator for Divjal. But the smoke comes in, but he's walking out of that. Takes care of Rosa. Big frag from his end. He will be brought down to some low HP, but very much in position to do damage. Stun comes in as Divjal gets another on to Zolo. Picking out some really important agents. Hermione pushed back. Aftershock is able to buy some time on this A side as Divjal is still testing his luck. I feel like might be running out the way he's getting a little bit feisty. Let's calm it down. But still, the three players of EXCEELI, they're gathering outside this A side looking for an execution. Kyojin, they might play off his flash, but Duke, the timing is going to be good. He's going to find one. Trade is instant though, and EXCEELI accelerate. Trying to walk into the side. ARJ with the fragment of missile, and it's all on the Kyojin. It's got some insane shots today, but it's got to wait a little bit more. Slims are able to find the frag, and a good run from RV. That should get the momentum going. That was really clean from them. Really clean from Divjal as well on the jet.
Way that this is gonna pan out now. It's 2-4 score. Members of Red Vipers have really started to get a good foothold over towards this map. Not really the most aggressive of strategies that we have seen them utilize previously, but here it just has to be slightly a bit more questionable. A very fast, heavy execute rush coming in from the members of EXCEELI. They want to try and take this fight. Flashes are out, dashes in, but it's going to be Divjal who still holds down the line. The flash doesn't connect, and they're just going to start falling like flies here. Divjal, the angle was perfect. As ARJ, he's given all of the support, and this operator gets so much value. 2 kills down the drain as the members of EXCEELI, they're left scrambling for an opening on the opposite ends of the map. They do have into the shadows to try and pick up this spike, but I think they need to do this pretty early on. Otherwise, if they stack themselves over on top of this spike, this is going to end badly for them. Oh, they have the read. They need to stack up on that thing. Get 3 players on there quickly before Kyojin teleports. Yep, you can see that. I want to. Can we get a screen of that? Screen of the players on the spike. Can we get a screen of that? Oh, he got it. He got it. They didn't do it properly. He got it,
man. He snatched it in. Duke's there though. He's trying to buy some time. He's gonna commit this ultimate to buy time, possibly. I don't think he should react to this. Just stay out there, but Hermione's there to get him.
Hermione?
He's just turning the round out. Just turned the round out so quick and committing so many ultimates to this round. Lockdown is there.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, what just happened to
Divjal.
Joe? He's a helicopter.
Good shot.
He's gonna find one and Slims there with the follow-up. Killjoy ultimate not needed, but used up. That's gonna be the third round for Red Vipers. Oh. See, Aggie, if I was the one who asked for the camera, we would totally have gotten it. Just shows the difference between this.
For sure, man. Keep on thinking that you're special.
It's not thinking, it's knowing, my guy. Learn the difference. Oh, the guessing game with Aggie. The one thing you don't have to guess is how much discount you're gonna get if you use our promo code. It's fixed. It's 500 taka off whenever you buy any Logitech G product from StarTech Online. Just use the promo code mentioned there. Logi space G space Paradise. You'll get the discount. Unfortunately, I'm stuck with that. But next round is here. It's gonna be the 8 on the board. And a mid push coming in from the end of EXCEELI. They're trying to explore their options. I'm loving this from EXCEELI though. The rounds are not going in their favor, but they're trying to, mix things up. Just try and find the avenue that works for them. and exploit that. But right now, this mid is not happening, man. Deepjal on that operator is just too strong. There's a gap in the smoke though. Wait, I think there's a gap in the smoke. If someone pushed from EXCEELI, he could have found some impact, but it's gonna be Duke instead, pushing from tree, taking down missile, and again EXCEELI at a disadvantage. But somehow though, every single round, EXCEELI are able to equalize. They still get a couple of frags, so let's see how this execution towards A goes. Killjoy is in the smokes, but not this time. All onto the crazy man Rosa himself. I think he spotted out in A main. Oh, Slim Zera. Oh, okay, careful there. Man, is Aggie, are you on Sova right now? What are you doing?
I'm just gonna wait. I'm just waiting to see. Oh my, the one. Hey. As soon as I get my mouse fixed, those kind of recon bolts won't happen anymore. I blame the mouse.
What are you doing with your mouse?
No, listen. That is why.
It's not a Logitech mouse, that's the problem. No.
Exactly. That's why I went over to the Raz when the sale was still open, and I did get myself a Logitech mouse. But you guys, if you were not capable of doing so, and if you want a mouse like this, the one that Deepjal has, make sure to use Logitech G Paradise on checkout on StarTech, because I'm pretty sure he has one. Performance is king whenever you're playing esports. As Missile wants to take a little bit of a fight of his own, but he doesn't really seem to be getting anything. EXCEELI lost out again on one of their key members, as this operator seems to be the thorn on their sides. The members of Red Vipers, they're just...
Oh wait, look at this
tear up
movement
their
from
own.
Deepjal.
Oh, that is tough.
Oh, Duke does straight out though. A little bit flimsy, but he gets it done. Kyojin with a follow-up on the KZ1. It's a 3v3 situation. EXCEELI have the lockdown and looks like they want to push B.
Oh, they got
the
the
Vipers got the
operator
read
too.
completely wrong. Oh, they got the op.
This is massive.
Probably give it to the hands of Hermione. Yeah, I
Take the
think
gun,
Hermione's
Missile.
got it. He's the consistent player.
Right here.
30 seconds left.
Oh, Hermione's
What's
dead. What do you
happening? I
mean?
don't know. Wait, oh my bad. Looking at the wrong screen. Yeah, it's gonna be Zolo with the op. My bad. But yeah, they got the spike down and they have pretty off-angle positions in this B side. Oh, Duke though!
Such a good
Spots
shot.
at the
He
head,
spotted the head.
but it's not enough. Shock dart though should get him. Oh wait, what happened?
Indeed.
What? He TP'd
Yeah,
out.
he
Zolo
TP'd
with the
out.
frag onto ARJ, and this round completely turned on its head. EXCEELI from that 3v3, not losing a single player. What a way to win it out.
This is what you call a team just full of superstars. Even if you lose out on all of your members, even though you are on equal weaponry, there is a good possibility that there is absolutely nothing that you can do to try and take it away from them. A beautiful hold coming in from the members of EXCEELI. They took it slow, they took their time, they fished out a pick or two, and then they opted to go in for the rotation, take over side control and everything. Duke, though, nearly turned the round on its head. If he killed Kyojin there, that was a guaranteed victory. But that Guardian is such a dangerous weapon, even when it comes down to body shots. 65 damage to the body can instantly take you out. And Duke was just low enough for that margin. Red Vipers left licking their wounds now to try and maybe figure out a strategy for this defensive half. They're playing this one very reactively, and Duke not really with his jet to try and set something up or maybe set up a line for him. It's currently, they don't have any form of information as they're playing so defensively. I don't like the odds of Red Vipers winning this one out, especially because of a Killjoy lockdown being present from the side of EXCEELI.
Hunter's Fury is there though.
It's there, but you have a reverse Hunter's Fury.
And Hermione is the one using it, so
You should run.
let's just see how this domino effect is gonna go down. Lockdown is gonna be utilized, no counter utility just yet from the side of Red Vipers. EXCEELI waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike, and the Omen Flash comes in. Rosa's gonna execute side. There's a flare inside, and the Detain comes in. He's gonna get the frag. Duke and ARJ though are clapping back. Trades are there.
Coming back.
And they're gonna execute the side of B. Look at the mid
look at
flare though, Zolo.
Oh,
he's
he's in
gonna
the
come
press
big.
spot. Easy. Easy.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets one, he gets two. Solo, the timing is beautiful.
That is so
Oh yeah,
good for
Rosa, he's
his
just
end,
gonna
and it's all
run.
onto the
He
jet.
knew. No
Oh,
overheats
this angle,
whatsoever.
this
Kyojin in
crossfire.
angle. Yeah, Rosa gets it. How
Yeah, Rosa
smart.
getting out that frag and not even needing his teammate. Good round from either end, honestly. We saw some impressive shots, but I think Zolo was the difference maker, honestly. Coming in with a flank, not finding one. I was looking at the killjoy, I was thinking, alright, Zolo gets this, but the trade is instant, right? No, Zolo was looking at the killjoy behind him, got the frag on him, and then took out the player with his back turned on. That's just signs of how an experienced player plays in these situations. And now RV, as we approach the end of the first half, we are in a bit of a flimsy situation. Money is not the best. They still get buys, but it's a bit risky right now. They don't want to end this at a disadvantage. Going on to attack after this, they want to have the best possible score. And right now, 6-6, the best they can do. So they gotta maintain that.
EXCEELI are in such a good position. A pause has been taken to maybe iron out some technical problems from both of these teams, but in my opinion, looking at the way that Red Vipers are playing, it's not bad, but they need to demand a lot more map control. You have Duke, of course, on this breach. He needs to set up Deep Joel in more ways than one. This operator, yes, it's getting a lot of value. Deep Joel is hitting shots, but it's just not enough. You need to take a lot more aggressive control, force the members of EXCEELI in an uncomfortable position, because they seem to be getting away with a lot more map control in comparison. And that's what's really giving the members of EXCEELI the edge here. They can play the fights that they want to go in for. And now that Zolo has the null command ready too, the Killjoy, whichever side she's in, is now completely useless, because normally when you have a Killjoy set up on one particular side, you only keep 2 members there. And as A is the primary setup, if the members of EXCEELI smell out this Killjoy, then they just head towards A, take the fight against the Killjoy, and just play it through from there. What do they have to worry about? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. Very difficult situation for RV to be in. They need to be able to counter this. Deep Joel so aggressive. The smoke's there, but still a risky position to be in. And he's gonna stay in there. He does pay the ultimate price though. Hermione gets a headshot, but ARJ, quick trade. Null command is gonna be used up. And they're trying to enter the B side, but Zolo, he's gonna fall. Null command is still active and Hermione is still trying to make something of it. Revive should come in onto the KO, and it's a 4v3 situation. Hermione though, the timing is not good enough. Trades are there still. Kyojin finds one onto KZ1, but Duke, quick on his feet. All onto missile. The spike's in the open. And I believe Duke should spot out any second. Yeah, he knows missile's there. Flash is there. He's pushing him back, but a little bit aggressive. Causes him to lose his life, but no problem. Slim Zera's got it back. Still losing a bunch of players does affect the economy. I don't think though. Like, I don't think it's really gonna affect them at this point. But yeah, last round, 6-6 would be an ideal scoreline for RV. I mean, as ideal as it gets, honestly, at this situation.
Yeah. Overall,
No,
the economy is not really going to take a big hit. RV, yeah, to an extent, they're not going to be able to go in for proper buys. I do believe that KZ1's just going to opt to buy out a Judge or maybe get a gun for Slim Zera, but they're not dropping much here. Weapons in hand, slowing things down a little bit here. Another fight to be taken, as we do see that the members of RV in a good position, but Missile once more takes out Deep Joel, and that's going to be one of the big weaponry already going down. Slim Zera can't really go for the aggressive push. The flash just completely catches him out, and they're not really able to try and even take over the side. This is going to be a tough one for them. The Hunter's Fury is good. Catches out Slim Zera. He tried to run away, and Zol's going to catch him in the spam. The Vandal doing the work here. Now it's a waiting game. Hunter's Fury gets popped with the Rolling Thunder. They're just gonna try to brute force their way in towards the side. Rosa's still very much alive, playing his life here, trying to survive for as long as he possibly can. ARJ on the opposite end. The spike has been picked up. It will be planted soon enough. The swing is good. ARJ looking for a fight. KZ1
nice.
on the opposite side of the smoke. The duel is perfect as Kyojin comes in for the backup. As ARJ stuck with 74 HP, 2 bullets, and he's completely gone here. Doesn't like his odds, doesn't really have the utility to make things work either. This crossfire is just absolutely gorgeous. ARJ trying
timing.
to isolate the first initial 1v1. He does get it, but he still takes a little bit of damage. He looks away, and Rosa just peeks in for the last frag. 5-7 on the scorecards already, ladies and gentlemen, as Red Vipers, they're cracking under the pressure just a tiny little bit here. EXCEELI, they do get the 7, but at the end of the day, it's just the 7 scoreline. You still have an opportunity to come back. Things are really tightly knit between both of these teams.
Easier said than done, though. I feel like RV, they're gonna need much more effectiveness from their end. If they win out the first pistol round, a 7-7 should be easy on the cards. Again, the EXCEELI, though, never count them out. They could be all on pistols and still do a lot of damage. Red Vipers definitely have the odds stacked up against them. A lot running on these players, on Duke, on Deepjol, especially with the roles reversal. Again, Deepjol, he's been performing relatively well, though. Overall, as a team, everyone from RV is contributing. That's what I like. That's what I'm loving to see. And I honestly prefer this in some situations more than just Duke fragging out. What am I looking at? Rosa gets the one onto Deepjol, but the trade's instant. They all walk in. The lurker will fall, though. Slim Zera taken care of, and it's all onto the 2 players. The Omen and the Sova. The Ojin and Hermione walking up. I guess they're gonna split up, try and take this side from the 2 angles. Again, RV playing a very closely knit possession. Trying to trade off anything quickly. Should know one's on 3. Ooh, hope they don't turn their attention to this one avenue. Need to be aware of the player in main as well. Utility comes in. Hermione taken down, and both of them fall. Yeah, the smoke actually helped out. The smoke close range in front of sight allowed them to sort of isolate these players in 1v1s. Good stuff from RV, and a good start to this second half. 6-7. They should be able to make this a 7-7 on paper. As the side of EXCEELI, they will be on ecos. But let's see. EXCEELI have a habit of turning things around out of nothing. Let's see if that happens right now.
EXCEELI are now in another pretty tough situation of their own. This round will be very difficult for them to try and break into here.
No.
Was Hyojin good for the first initial frag, but gets immediately caught out here. This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be rough, but still Missile with the classic gets a kill, and he's able to deal so much damage. But Rosa maybe overheating a little bit there. Didn't need to push through the smoke to try and take this fight. It's gonna cost him his own life there. 2 versus 3 on the map still. Red Vipers low on HP overall on 2 of their players. It's RV. Looks to see if any of the members of EXCEELI want to take a little bit more of an aggressive fight. And this is very costly, mind you. They all have Vandals in their hand. Hermione's just waiting inside of the site, checking if any members are going to walk into him. But with both players having shorties, it's going to be hard. Hermione maybe can get away with 1 kill or 2. It depends, though. If it's going to be ARJ, the Killjoy, or Duke coming into the site first. Oh, that's maybe a catch.
What's happening? He gets one.
Good catch.
Spikes down B.
Yep.
Oh,
And Zolo
yep,
should
Zolo's
be called
dead.
out here right now.
Oh,
Oh,
no way!
Oh, wait a
Oh,
Oh,
Slim
never
Zera
mind.
survives. Good
Oh.
God, I thought this would have ended badly. Imagine a world.
Yo.
Imagine.
Exactly.
There
Imagine
was a
Zolo
chance.
gets a frag and picks up a Vandal. Oh, no.
On the back
Oh,
end
that
of
was
side with
so
the spike
iconic.
punch, you.
Oh, imagine. That was so iconic. Just him looking away at the exact second. Zolo just sneaky peeking his way into sight. Oh, what a scene. What a scene. But yeah, RV 7-7. Despite everything, they make it back. And they have to stay here. They have to maintain it. And now the real test comes. EXCEELI on their buy round. They have to get over this hurdle if they want to extend this lead. Right now, they got to make the lead. 8-7 is their target, but the weapons and utility from EXCEELI are numerous. Ooh, ballsy. You jolly ballsy, man. Rosa will
they
find
fell.
him though in the end, but the trade comes in. Ooh,
That
Zolo with
is
the judge.
very much questionable. I'm confused of what the fight was there, and Solo, okay, maybe a little bit too overly ambitious there, trying to flash out and peek and maybe find that early deal. Does get caught out as the members of EXCEELI. So very much in the making here. Needs to win this first initial fight. Kyojin gets caught out, completely out in the open. Wasn't ready for the fight. Can't really take the duel, as it's gonna be a good swing coming in from Duke. And Hermione none the wiser trying to take that fight.
Spike planted.
This is going to be a tough one, as the members of Red Vipers, they have a lot of fight left in them. They're making sure that this map of Ascent is extremely competitive between both ends. Duke, even on this breach, he's still hitting shots and he's still fragging out of his mind. As Red Vipers, they finally are the ones to take the lead. 8-7 on the scorecards.
Again, one thing I just realized, and it's not something that Duke is really doing. We're not really seeing the synergy between the duelist and the breach right now. The Jet and the breach is, I mean, we sort of talked about this. Is sort of what we wanted. What we talked about being a strong suit for RV, but that's not really happening. But yet these two are individually finding a lot of impact. I guess not bad for either end, but yeah, they are going to be aggressing towards this A site where Zolo will be peeking out, and he's going to be taken down as well. Weapons difference is there, ladies and gentlemen, so EXCEELI not even looking to, make much of an impact, because they are going to be trying to just get some frags down, honestly. Red Vipers not really much stopping them from taking this round freely, as the eco weapons are going to be making the difference for them right now. Deep Drill positioned on Heaven as KZ1 takes care of Hermione. Big frag to be found. Deep Drill might have bit off a little more than he can chew. And he's gonna get one. Rosa also available, but traded out instantly. This is a lot of impact from the side of EXCEELI. All onto Kyojin with 16 HP. He's got a Sheriff only to play with.
Sheriff and impossible dreams here for the man on the Omen. Doesn't really have anything to give here. This is not going to be his round, as Duke, he comes in from the top rope to get the final frag off. As Red Vipers, they are a team that I don't really know how they're doing this, but they're bringing things back. The map of Ascent is their playground, and this breach is just working wonders. ET1 does take this pause, and I'm a little bit confused of what they're really thinking. Taking a pause here when you have such good momentum under your belt, this could be a double-edged sword, sorry.
Not really sure what direction this is going on. But RV are on top now. The 9-7 score line. EXCEELI trying to fight back in this, and with this eco round being severely punished, RV, they've got to make sure they keep this momentum for EXCEELI's buy round, which is going to be right now. But I don't know, man. Again, the pause does seem a little bit weird that they're deciding to go for it now. But while we're on the pause, again, a little soft reminder for you, ladies and gentlemen, to check out the survey from Logitech. And if you do fill it up, you can have a chance to win some amazing gear from Logitech G. And if your friends refer you and fill up the survey, your chances increase. Really neat feature. So definitely check it out. So we're gonna go back into the game. A real important moment. This is where EXCEELI sort of make their stand to come back in this game, or RV pretty much settle it. Map 1 possibly going in their favor. But an X factor here is Rosa on this operator as he's pushing out that turret is going to be placed and taken care of. EXCEELI should be, RV should be aware of the op now. Yeah.
He was just playing on the back foot of this, they're letting the members of EXCEELI push into them, and this is so smart. You understand how much that they can get away with. Rosa pushed up all the way deep with the recon bolt. That is quite smart. They wanted to get an early lead there, and they just pushed it up as far as they possibly could. Knowing now that Rosa's in towards his B side, he's just going to get posted at him, and I'm really hoping that Hermione just runs away towards mid, maybe drones it out a little bit here, because at this point, they need info at mid. This is their biggest opening, and unless they get a read on this, EXCEELI, I don't think they're aware that the members are going towards A. This is bad, Kirito. Yeah, they have almost an empty site to play around with. It's only Missile on the back end who's trying to hold this one down.
30 seconds left.
Ooh, Zolo. Oh my god, taken down. I think a gun barrel showed there. And now, so difficult for set of EXCEELI. Missile though, finding impact, but the swarm nade is there to trade him out. Still at 3v3. Lockdown and Hunter's Fury available.
You should run.
But the Hunter's Fury is out of sight. Lockdown. Oh, it's not a good one though. EXCEELI can still try and find impact. The stun does slow them down. Kyojin. Kyojin? He's in. Oh, he's gonna get out of that. Alright. But yeah. Blinds are gonna come in. They're gonna go for the execution. Two players are in hell, but they both get frags all onto the operator. Oh no, gone horribly wrong for Rosa. Gets one though. Only one bullet in the chamber. Spots out one. Okay,
He has a chance.
oh no.
Okay, alright, Rosa.
Oh no. RV, what are you doing? What are you doing, RV?
Clutch.
RV just
What
allowed
are you
Rosa to get a
doing?
clip.
What are you doing, girl? So, what are you doing? Who's the breach? Give me his name. I'm going to his home and I'm smacking him. Why would you give away that frag? That round was theirs. Oh my god, Duke. You. Man, I'm so mad because that round, EXCEELI had no business winning that. Rosa with an operator, one bullet in the chamber, had no business winning that. And that can be the momentum boost they need. Rosa, again with the operator, unfazed. Oh.
He's dead.
Oh my
Dead
god!
Joel, just look at this guy.
What
He is now
happened?
in the zone. Good God, this man is
Ready.
on fire. Joel just taking as many fights as he wants. It's Rosa. One mistake is all that it takes for Red Vipers to get back in the groove. Break control is present, and they're still gonna hit more shots. Missile's gonna turn around and get a double kill of his own. He's still looking for fights, but KZ1 puts him back down under. The Spectre holding down the line for their team as Red Vipers just one mistake from Rosa there as he dashed up just caused the entire thing to fall apart. You get an instant replay out of this one. Just look at that spray control and then the transfer. Joel, he's feeling himself, and I think the call of him being the jet player wasn't a bad one at all, Kirito.
Yeah, he's definitely showing up for the role. Oh my god, I want an autograph from him. The hell with Duke, man. This guy is just absolutely putting all this effort on his back and Slim's era. Oh wait, Rosa, he pushed up. Oh, he pushed up tiles on an eco. Brave of him, bold of him to do that. As Duke gets a follow-up onto Hermione. Big hitters out of the game, out of the round. RB on double digits, making it to look 11. Solo just doesn't want anything. Doesn't want any of the action.
Bot coming back.
EXCEELI know that this is not their round to win. Oh, ARJ. Oh,
One enemy remaining.
ooh, a little bit scary. But he gets it. Kyojin, though, one-shot range. There it is. Alright, let's see.
Spike
Let's see,
planted.
Kyojin's got a Vandal. He's got armor and some HP to work with. Let's see what you do. He's able to get one frag on the shade, but the stun is there. Gets a follow-up on the Duke, but loses all his armor. Can he get one more is the question. There's a flare down mid. He's aware of that. Nice shot. Oh my god, it's a triple kill on him already. Not counting him out just yet. Trying to, conjure up his inner flex ninja. Let's see what happens. Doors closed. He's gotta go for the reload and realizes it's better to save the gun, maybe. Yep. Oh, this angle being held by the players of RV is just impossible. One-shot range. Definitely not worth it.
Last player standing.
Wait.
Possibility.
Wait a second, deep jaw.
Not gonna happen.
Never mind. Expensive though, expensive from RV. And they still
RV
buy.
has all the money in the entire world. What do you mean
Yeah,
expensive?
Oh, my bad. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to build suspense. I'm
more
loving
money.
this match right now, man. This
Listen,
man is.
listen. They
this
have
match
more
is-
money than you ever did in your entire life. Just look at their cash flow.
Oh yeah, only aggressive would count virtual economy in a video game that lasts temporarily. compared to real dollar bills. You know what I'm saying, boy? Ever seen
Are you
those
okay?
green papers?
Do you
I'm
need
guessing
help?
not.
You need help.
All right, let's get over that. Let's just cancel that. Aggressive is too small brain to understand. Yeah, but Zolo, he's pushing out in the smoke. Deep Jol can take him down if he wants to, if this timing is good enough. But I think Zolo's gonna post up behind that wall. No, he's actually gonna go for a peek and avoid death. Avoiding near death right there. Flashes for good measure. Ooh. And the RV looking to push this mid. Is there an operator for Rosa? I don't think so.
No charges left.
But yeah, looks like a B hit is gonna come in. The stun is good. It's gonna push the Jet out of position. We still have Hermione to worry about, but look at this denial. 0 point coming down on that mid area and pushes the players of RV back. Now they're gonna run into Missile, who's been so impactful. This Killjoy is so good in A. And Missile just instrumental. 30 seconds remaining. They gotta hit this. They have to hit this. Breach ultimate will be conjured up. They're gonna try and walk in Hunter's Fury to find a frag. But there is Hermione. He's gonna find it. Kyoshin with a follow-up. And Missile still standing. Duke takes care of Zolo. But the trades are not coming in. Missile with 2 and Duke. Only player standing with 6 HP. Shock darts are whizzing by him.
Seconds left.
I'm trying to get the spike plant. That's gonna be more than enough for 1 ultimate point. Got some util to buy time as well. He's gotta land some
This
crazy
is an
shots.
impossible
Flashes are
situation. 6
Imagine, though.
HP.
Let's see
This
what
is okay.
there.
Good for
Surely
kill.
not. Surely not.
No, he can't. Not with 6 HP. If he had something to work with, maybe even the slightest bit of headroom, it would have been different. But overall, the members of EXCEELI, they're still in it to try and maybe win it. 11-9. It's going to be a tough call for them to bring this map back, but they do lose this. Ooh boy, it's been a while since I last seen EXCEELI on the back foot.
Still very much winnable for the side of EXCEELI. They still have the Killjoy logged on to play around with. And Rosa is ever so close. Almost halfway. Not almost, he is halfway to his Blade Storm. By which he had clutched up around early on. That had he had no business clutching up. But yeah, weapons difference is going to be there.
Get out of my
I
way.
believe ultimate being played by Deep John. Yep, he is going to be going for the Blade Storm. I think he did have money for a gun though, but yeah, he's going to go in for the Blade Storm. Most comfortable with this round and looking to explore B. And I feel like RV are becoming a little bit one-dimensional. Not really pushing up mid, not really exploring the rest of the map, as they're going to be single-handedly executing this site of B. Oh, saturating up. He's going to go up there, trying to find a follow-up on the Jet. Knows exactly where he is. Doesn't land the headshot. Picks up a gun though, but not good enough. Hermione with a follow-up onto Slim Zera. But KZ1 and Duke, they're going to walk into site. Killjoy lockdown is available to lock them in. No one's outside of sight. They can commit this lockdown inside the B site if they want to. They're still trying to push Missile out. Still trying to disallow him from entering. Zolo with a judge though can't find the impact. Missile is going for it. And that cannot be broken down. Hunter's Fury is committed though. It's gonna break it. No, it's not broken.
The timing
It's
they
finally
needed.
broken, but Missile.
Missile!
Oh my lord.
It's just all up to the Killjoy from time to time when you give Missile an opportunity to come in and break down your door.
Bomb grenade
It's gonna turn into CID to do it. 11-10 is EXCEELI. What was this round? They had no business winning this, but Missile just used that Killjoy lockdown to perfection. He ran it down. He W-keyed his way in to get all of those kills. He didn't care, and that's the thing. He used the noise of the Hunter's Fury to mask his footsteps, so they had no idea he was coming through. This is beautiful.
They were looking at completely wrong angles, RV. God, what a chaotic round. And then they're gonna slow things down, I believe. Push to an eco. Ooh, operator. Yeah, he doesn't. He's playing a lot more safer, especially having a few blunders early on this match. RV trying to find their way into his side, but Slim Zera there with the ultimate taken down. Remind you, this is a half buy.
Oh,
from the end of RB, but Rosa with the operator so good. Doesn't even need any assistance. He will be low HP though, so finally forced to fall back.
But opportunities overall.
Gyojin spotted him out. What do you do, Deepjal? You're in a world of pressure. Oh, the recon spots him out and he's gonna fall back. RV, they have no avenue, nothing to walk into. They've got to really brute force themselves into
30
this.
seconds left.
And brute forcing yourself with these weapons into a Killjoy site is not good. Zolo, nice aggression as he peeks out and takes care of Deepjal. They should be aware of the rest of the players' positioning. ARJ, good for one, trying to pick up a gun, but Hermione's there. And he's waiting. He heard the noise. He will fall though. 10 seconds remaining.
10 seconds left.
Exit frags is all he's trying to find, and Rosa finishes it off. 11 and 11. Even Stevens for both sides. What's gonna happen now? I have no idea, man. Honestly, this is just too much.
Yeah, we saw that the members of RV just had such a good advantage, but it seems like history is repeating itself from yesterday here, Kirito. I still remember that the members of RV, they had like a 11 and 9 lead. This was for a completely different tournament, but still, we can talk about it slightly here because this matchup between RV and EXCEELI have been the highlights for pretty much this entire couple of months. As soon as Duke joined RV, it seems as though a new life was breathed into this team. They're getting closer and closer to attaining victory up against EXCEELI on a lot of different maps. Scent being one of the key ones. Hopefully here with this execution just lining up soon enough. There's a chance to take this fight here early on, Kyojin. For a little bit of a one-way to maybe find an advantage. This is going to be a full another retake. Round is going to be turned on its head here soon enough with the Killjoy lockdown now pushing its way through. Don't really have much to give here. Zolo's going to be on the back foot of this. Took too much of an early aggressive fight. He's going to think, what is the thing that costs him? Rosa misses the shot, a very crucial one, mind you. He needs to try and find a kill, but he's not able to get anything here. 3 versus 4 on the map. He also drops his body. This is bad.
Player standing.
He didn't play this
Not
one
good.
through
All onto
properly.
Hermione.
Hermione's stuck in a
He's
1
got a
versus 3.
wooden
He's good
dream.
for stuff like this, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything here. Save this operator for his troubles maybe, but try and go for a clutch. This is close to impossible. Time's also taken away. Needs to check below him. Needs to check on his sides. He doesn't have much to give here. Tries to run away, but Dipjol, right on the drop, just jumps up and gets the catch on towards him. 12 to 11.
Match point.
There's a little bit of
this
wiggle room that the
close.
members of EXCEELI had is now no longer present. This match is heating up over and over again. It seems as though it's scorching now. The members
What
of
do you mean
EXCEELI,
it
they
is
can feel the
scorching?
burns.
Man, it's getting down to the wire. They're so close, Red Vipers, in taking a map against EXCEELI. When's the last time that happened?
It's been a
I
while.
have no idea. Been a long while. Ultimates, though, are pretty distant. Kyojin and Rosa will have their individual ultimates. I believe Rosa will activate the Blade Storms pretty early. Again, one thing, Rosa has been pretty silent this entirety of the tournament.
And they've
Again,
been
we have
shutting him
seen
down
some
quite
shining.
hard, yeah.
Yeah, we've seen that, crazy duelist every now and then, but we're yet to see that consistent performance that he usually shows up in a bunch of tournaments. Just match after match, round after round, piling on their opponents. He hasn't really been doing that. He's been getting his impact every now and then, right? But it's definitely far-fetched from the first time we saw Rosa, remember?
I think that's
Definitely
because
not
he's
as it
being
used to be.
avoided. Yeah, they're just avoiding him in a lot of
Possibly.
these situations. Plus, when you look at the utility usage, right, the members of RV are using their utility in such a way that it prevents Rosa from taking those aggressive duels that he normally likes to take. This is just one of those
True.
situations. Currently, EXCEELI, they're just not really able to adapt much because of how much he's getting shut down. RV, pause has been taken, so that does break the momentum slightly after that last round win. This will allow EXCEELI to just gather their thoughts a little bit to play in towards this match. It's going to be interesting, in my opinion, to see exactly how Red Vipers are going to try and close this one off, because From what we have seen in the past, when EXCEELI's backs are against the wall, that's when they try to fight back the hardest. I think that Red Vipers currently just have a different mindset with the bloodthirsty look that they have in their eyes. I do believe they're trying to close this map out in style. It's a good chance, especially with Duke now having a Rolling Thunder too. It could be an execute, or they could be playing slow. This is a very slow approach from the members of Red Vipers. They want EXCEELI to make that first move and make a mistake, gift them a pick. And that is the opening that they are going to be looking for. Victory right on the cusp for Red Vipers. And one mistake from EXCEELI is all that they need.
Nothing given away from EXCEELI though just yet. They realize the weight of this moment as well. Playing to the last moment with unbelievable patience. Not waiting for RV to trying to find the best situation possible. Even falling back, Rosa does get the first frag, a second maybe, no trade. No trade coming in, Hermione looking to finish it off, but two players low on HP, Rosa and Hermione. Both within that one-shot range. Oh, Duke in a lot of trouble now. Zolo trying to pick that fight, and he's going to be brought down as well. Rolling Thunder committed, and Zolo, he's in a world of hurt. Hermione does find a trade though, but now they're going to run into Missile. Are they going to do, or are they going to fall back is the question. Three players have rotated here. This could be a fake. No. Not a fake. Not a fake. They're executing
So good! Look at the damage being done by Missile and Missile! This Killjoy just gets so much value here. They shoots his teammate for a second there. He got scared. But that's completely fine because now it's all up to Duke. But Duke, in such a situation, he can't really do anything. Has no time. Maybe gets a kill for his troubles, but not even that. Red Vipers, they fall apart as they waited way too long for EXCEELI to make that first move.
Overtime.
And I understand you want to go for something like this, but trying to brute force around in towards A when you know the Killjoy setup is there. You can't do that.
Oh no, that is not what they need to do right there. Even if they had the timing, the Omen ultimate was used up, they could have gone to B. They could have rotated, but EXCEELI just had a better control of the entirety of the site. Good on their part, and they're able to take it to overtime. Ooh, when was the last time we saw this? What is happening? 12-12 is the scoreline as we begin overtime. And EXCEELI on attack. Gonna try and walk into this A side. Now we've really reached the pinnacle of Grand Finals. Deepjewel actually going to the glass cannon, limited utility, limited weapons, and he's gonna be punished for that.
Rosa.
Oh no, Slim Zera, he's gotta get out. Oh, actually, he's gonna be safe for a while.
Yes. I don't think they're
gonna clear him.
They know.
Never mind. Never mind. Rosa is just good enough
He's
to
locked
get a third.
He's locked in. He's locked in. Goodbye. Good night. I think this is over.
Oh no, not like this. Duke, you're the only one who can stand a chance. KZ1 gets one onto Missile. But Rosa forced to fall back. Shock darts not connecting. A lot of utility thrown at this player as Rosa. 4K onto KZ1. Overtime ace. We're gonna see it. Yes. Rosa taking down Duke to confirm the ace.
Switching sides. Match point.
What a way to finish off that first round in overtime, and one away from finishing it off. One away from confirming map 1. Despite Red Viper's best efforts, honestly.
They're doing a phenomenal job, mind you, but I think they just lost their steam when they had such a good lead to try and close things off. When a team falls apart like this, it's going to be tough to try and bring yourself back. This is where you need a coach. This is where you need to take a pause to just mentally reset your squad because you just lost out on so many rounds. But the members of Red Vipers, they're not taking it. They're falling apart, and I don't understand what's going on through their heads for a situation like this. See maybe a little bit more of a switch up from them, because currently the way that EXCEELI are playing this is just phenomenal. But Missile over towards the back foot, he's getting completely rushed upon. So much utility, but they don't know where he is. Missile, it gets away with the kill. No way, it's a 4v4, yes, but Missile got a kill on a very important player. The killjoy now being taken away. Makes it
Zolo.
impossible for the full plan. The fragment gets another kill. It's EXCEELI. They now have the man advantage. The spike point does go down, yes, but now it's all about the timing. Who is the one to win out this fight?
retake is
Nimjol, he needs to go for the contact. He needs to go in for the swing. The fight is present. Hermione with another kill. They're still very much alive in this. Solo gets another frag. Nimjol, the world is against him. And he has no bullets to try and take this fight either. Over it towards the back. Over it towards the front. Knife comes out to go in for the final frag. And Hermione with the classic to finish things off. 12 to 14. EXCEELI, they bring it back. And your trade is back as well. Everyone wants a piece of this action. As EXCEELI, they
just
take
bring
the
it out of
first map out
everything,
of
man.
absolutely nowhere. There was no situation where they should have won this. RB, they drove the back so hard. They tried to force their way in. And they got
They
punished
dropped
for
the
it
ball
heavily.
so bad. They messed up big time, man. They had it in the bag. They were so close. Their map point. They were just one round away from finishing it off. But as soon as EXCEELI got that group, as soon as EXCEELI were in the momentum, we see Rosa feeling those shots, hitting everything as possible. Missile as well. He was so good on the killjoy. He was holding sight like nobody's business. Kyojin and Hermione, they're all getting away with these picks, all getting away with these impact frags. And overall, just a phenomenal performance from their end. 3 members from EXCEELI, above 20. Hermione, 1 shy of it. But again, RV, great performance from their end. To the way they were using their mechanical skills against EXCEELI, just exploiting some of the situations. Utility as well was so good, but I don't know, they just lost touch. Everything just fell apart in these near stages. Maybe a couple of those clutches you shouldn't have given up. Dude, you shouldn't have given those rounds up. Affected them in the end. And now we're gonna see a 14-12 scoreline and EXCEELI with 1 step close, 1 step ahead of RV onto the championship of the IGE Contenders Valorant Tournament. Map 1 goes in favor of EXCEELI, ladies and gentlemen. What a close series it is. It has been, but we're still 1 away. Second map will be on the cards. And I don't know if I'm ready for it, if I'm being honest.
I'm just flabbergasted at this point. You can't really make up a storyline like this. Map number 1 being taken away by the members of EXCEELI. The game was so tight and so close. For the people who ended up taking it away was EXCEELI. And Rosa, he's just a different beast on his own. The way that this round played out, I have no clue how RB are gonna try to bring themselves back mentally from that one. Rosa has proven that he has got it over Rashtrahi. His mental is now back in towards the game on the map of Haven. I'm pretty sure that EXCEELI, they are going to be ecstatic because now that Rosa's back in the zone, RV, they have a lot of things to worry about.
Yeah, we're not gonna waste any time. We're gonna go into a short break as fast as possible, ladies and gentlemen. Check out the survey again, and also check out the offer for a discount on StarTech Online. Use the promotional code while buying anything from StarTech Online, anything from Logitech G. So with that being said, we're gonna take a short break real soon. Get the players as much as time possible to re-energize, refresh, because they need it and we need it more. Let's be honest. We're gonna take a short break and we'll be right back with Map 2. So stay with us. We'll be back soon.
all play in our own way for our own reasons. And that's okay, because there's levels to this. Not just levels in games. There's levels of specs.
And levels to flex.
Sequence initialized.
There's mad levels of innovation.
3, 2, 1. Activate light speed.
And mythic levels of creation.
There's levels to exceed.
and levels of speed.
Their status levels.
Whatever levels.
There's entry levels. Time-shattering levels.
And levels of mayhem.
Pretty dope, huh? There's levels of dedication, devotion, and motivation to reach a whole nother level. Now what's possible and what's next is up to us. So let's go. There's levels to play.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the IGE Contenders Valorant Tournament. We are halfway to the grand finals. Not halfway, 1/3 actually. Way to the grand finals. I don't know why I said halfway. Spoiler alert, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, again, 1-0 is the scoreline. First map going in favor of EXCEELI, pulling it out of nothingness, like you're reaching out into thin air and a W in your hands. Like literally like that. Absolutely. There's nothing there, but as soon as I do something, there's gonna be something there. Just like Aggressive's door peeked out there. But yeah, EXCEELI 1-0. In all seriousness, RV, hell of an effort, but just wasn't close enough, just wasn't good enough. They sort of stumbled at the end there. They weren't able to keep that momentum going, and some mistakes here and there gave EXCEELI enough opportunity to catch up. And catching up is what they did. They came back, we had our first overtime, and in that first overtime, they were able to win it up. And with that, we're going to be going into Haven with EXCEELI in a very comfortable position.
I'm really hoping to see much more of a pace change for the members of RV, because I'm kind of worried RV just completely lost their mojo there. I have no idea what went wrong for them, but the team just had a mental breakdown. That's all I'm going to say. It felt as though the team started off on such a high note, and then when things just became way too difficult for them, they fell apart. In a matter of seconds, it just felt like the team didn't have any form of direction. They started losing round after round after round. They didn't take a pause, mind you, and that alone just broke them. I don't know what
Yeah,
to say.
definitely some unnecessary pause came in as well. In some situations where the momentum was going, RV were looking so good. I didn't feel like there was any reason for them to go for a pause, but they did, and that might have slowed down the momentum. Maybe not exactly on that situation, but it might have carried through. I don't know. At this point, anything is viable because EXCEELI, it seems that they're magicians. They're able to conjure up these retakes, conjure up these strategies, situations where they should not be winning, and they come out on top. And those situations were enough, piling on one another, to give them the motivation and the momentum to carry through and come back from, I think it was a 12-9 or 11-9. They were on the brink of winning. They were in the cusp of winning, RV, and EXCEELI just ran up and took it away from them. And now the risk is that they're going into Haven. It is EXCEELI's map pick, and not just map pick. This is one of the stronger maps for EXCEELI. We see RV with their amazing strats, their great mechanical potential, how individually gifted each one of these players are, but EXCEELI have that, but they're just a few levels above them. We are seeing EXCEELI a lot more efficient, a lot more cleaner, a lot more refined in this map of Haven. I'm pretty sure RV can do the same exact things, but there are going to be gaps, there are going to be mistakes, there are going to be inconsistencies, and a team like EXCEELI will exploit them more often than others. So that is why I was emphasizing so much for RV to win that first map as a precaution for Haven, because right now this is looking like it might just be snatched out. And again, you have to pair that alongside the mentality, the confidence, the morale situation for RV after that round loss. I'm not sure the 9 minutes break we took is enough for them to come back, but that's how the land goes. You gotta come back, you gotta huddle with your players like an actual physical sport and just talk it through. Hopefully they've done that. Hopefully they're ready. Let's see what happens though. What are your thoughts though? Do you think it's possible?
This is gonna be one of those situations that I don't really know how we're gonna bring things back. Personally, I do believe that RV, they still have a chance of taking it away on the map of Haven, but it's so hard. First of all, Haven is the second best map for EXCEELI. First best is Lotus. Everyone knows that because Lotus still is a decently new map, especially for the competitive pool, and a lot of teams haven't really picked up on that map and how to play it just yet. There's a reason why everyone bans it. Then you think about how good Haven is for EXCEELI. Originally, it was the map of Ascent. Ascent was their best map, but members of EXCEELI just stopped playing Ascent entirely because of how boring that map got. And it became weaker and weaker as more teams practiced it. But then EXCEELI shifted all their attention to these larger maps like Lotus, Haven, Pearl. Pearl's now out of the picture, but Freeze also coming into the mix here soon enough when we go into the newer map pool. This is what it's going to look like. And overall, I would personally say that Haven's going to be very difficult for the members of RB to even get 5 rounds on the board. I'm going to give the members of EXCEELI the benefit of the doubt. I told you before, right, when we just got into the map video selection screen, that Ascent is the best chance that RB have to try and take this to map number 3. Because on map number 3, they have a chance to take a win. As soon as I saw Haven, I knew things would be desperate. And RB, they're running on fumes. Don't forget, it's like, what, almost 9 p.m. there. And you know how in the LAN environment you get really tired. The players from EXCEELI came at like 10 a.m. to play their first game. RB had a little bit of headroom, but still. They all have to be.
Yeah, RV had the momentum as well.
True.
They had the momentum as well. They played their game right before the grand final, so they were directly able to transfer into this grand final situation with their warm-up still done, with their hands still warm, their brains still active. Maybe that was a little bit too much. Maybe they got a little bit steamrolled at the end. Maybe 3 maps were too much. That's why they sort of let go at the end situation. The ending phase of that first map. But yeah, again, that's the situation we are in Haven. It's all gonna come down to how the side of RV can make the best of it right now, because I don't know how they're gonna pull it out of this water, but they have to at this point, because first map's already gone. Not a best of 5, it's a best of 3. If EXCEELI take this, it's all over. You had a good run, but no one's gonna remember second place. But You never know. RV have done some amazing things, and they have been able to conjure up out of nothingness. Again, Duke transforming out of nowhere, just going Super Saiyan, and then making everybody else in this team go Super Saiyan, and they just sort of become a super team a couple hours earlier. They were not on the same level. We saw them destruct. We saw them completely just compromised in so many aspects of the game, in so many aspects of professional play against their against 21 Esports. We gave 21 Esports the advantage. We told them they are superior utility-wise. Gunfights may be one case, but overall as a team in a Valorant game, I would take 21 Esports. But here they are, RB's in the grand finals, not 21. So that says something, that something happened that game that shifted the entire gear. If you look at the score line of the first map, say the second map of their semifinals of RB, that shows how good Duke was feeling, how good the rest of the team was feeling. Dreadeye came in, sorry, not Dreadeye, what's the name of the sub again? I forgot. Blaze. Blaze came in and just
Blade.
demoralized. Huh?
Blade.
Was it not? Oh,
Yeah,
Blade,
it was
my
Blade.
bad. Blade. I said Blaze, not bad. But yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. They were on another level. And Deepjol comes in and just shocks everyone with a jet pick. And like RV, they're doing some things right, but it's just that they've got to hold it together long enough, because EXCEELI, they're patient as hell. They're gonna wait till the end of time to do that comeback. They're gonna wait until you fought for 100 years and they just need to win once. That's all. That's the situation now. One map's all EXCEELI needs. And they can even, and I don't want to say, I feel like EXCEELI still have a pretty decent chance in the third map as well, honestly. Even if they lose out Haven somehow, I'm pretty sure they won't let this get to their head.
It's a good opportunity. But as we are going to be on the screen for just a little while longer, ladies and gentlemen, a couple of technical difficulties coming in at the LAN. So we're trying to fix that out, and as you are going to be stuck with us for a little while longer, I want to talk about the overall compositions that we will be expecting on the map of Haven. Double duelist is on the cards. It always is for pretty much every single map, but I think the biggest differentiating factor will be the double initiator possibly being the case for RB. We know for a fact that double initiator will be coming out for EXCEELI. They are pretty much one of those teams that love the double initiator play. They will always take it no matter what situation comes in on any map. But for RB, they tend to go in for a lot more of those interesting pickups. Duke has been performing really well, frag-wise at least, when it comes down to the breach. But when it comes to setting up his team, he hasn't really had the same level of impact. You can see that Dipjol, most of the time, takes a lot of aggressive duels on his own, and the breach utility timing just doesn't match his pacing. And that's rightfully so, because Duke is not really the best support player. He's an incredible duelist in his own regard, and if you put him on a Sentinel, he is going to be able to perform on that individual level, but as an initiator, still has a long way to go. So hopefully that's not going to be the case here on the map of Haven, because on Haven, your initiators need to play the game properly. If your initiators are not able to come out on top, it just won't bode well for you at all.
Yeah, honestly, with players like Slim Zera along the lines, I expected maybe to RB go with the default one duelist, even Deepjol going into a supporting role. I'm not sure which one, but I was expecting Duke to be the sole duelist for the team. But now with Deepjol showing up with a really impressive performance on Ascent, I can't take it away from him. He showed up big time on the Jet. Now I'm really imagining how are RB really going to divide this composition? Are they going to go with a double duelist? Possibly, very high chance. Duke is a self-proclaimed man. We know how good he is on the duelist, on a Jet especially, and they might just shift the Deepjol to a secondary duelist if they want to. So in that case, it kind of suits the side of RV with their aggression, with their aim mechanics and everything. A double duelist composition sort of works for them. But again, utility-wise, what else are you gonna pick? Is it gonna be a raise? There's gonna be a lot of disconnect between the two duelists, though, as if you have only one initiator in that case, it's gonna be very hard to support them both. So it's gonna be quite an interesting division of rules. Again, they can switch up to a double initiator as well. Deepjol will be forced to play more of a supportive role in that case, or you never know. Yeah, Duke might even take one for the team and say, I'm gonna go breach again. I don't mind as long as we win.
Yeah, Vigil can guarantee something like that. It's gonna be tough though. I don't think changing roles is a good idea. Whichever one they feel the much more comfort in is better for them. We look at the map video screen once again to see that Haven is where we will be headed. It is a map being picked up by the members of EXCEELI, so this is where things will get a lot more interesting. Pearl being that decider, I don't think that we are gonna get there, but I may be proven wrong. You never really know.
Yeah, let's see what happens, but we gotta first go through Haven. Pearl is still a world away. We gotta get into this next map of Haven first, and it's all gonna come down because RV on attack first. If they come out with the advantage on top, I feel like defense would be a little bit more easier for them. But let's see how this goes. I feel like if they come out on top, even if it's a 7-5, even if that scoreline shows up for RV in favor of RV, their defensive half will be a lot easier, and they're gonna have a much better time in that second half. Again, EXCEELI though, considering that they're gonna be on defense on the first half, they're obviously gonna have some advantage. It's all gonna come down to how the rotations happen, honestly. Again, Haven's such a large map. It's all gonna come down to the movement of the players. If the attackers can fake properly enough, RV being that in the first case, if they can keep their opponents guessing, it's gonna be very one-sided indeed. But again, it's gonna come down to the utility. Missile on that Killjoy last round has been exceptional. Although I believe on Haven, Zolo is a player that really picks up that Sentinel role. He does have some unique utility placement that allows him to keep control of certain positions for lurkers or rotations, especially when the team's gonna be isolated to one side or focusing on one side. Zolo really is able to hold on to a lot of these avenues by himself on a Killjoy or any other Sentinel in that case. But let's just see what happens. He might even switch up the roles if he wants to. You never know what the grand finals demands. Yeah, you never know.
EXCEELI is one of those teams that rarely ever switches up their roles. They will always play the exact same role on each and every map. Even from my own personal experience, I know what that team is capable of, but for the members of RV, I do not know what they are going to be capable of here. When their backs are against the wall, the teams can pull up something insane. And as we are looking for the agent selection to come on down through, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. It's taking just a little while longer. You need to wait this one through with us. As I do believe that RV, you know that they don't have any more second chances. It's either you go big or you go home. Heartbreaking loss for game number 1, but you still have an opportunity to bring yourself back. Your safety net is map number 2. As we are going to be looking at the agent selection here, you can see that Red Vipers opting for the Killjoy right off the bat. Smart call from their side. For now, opening things up. Members of EXCEELI, they're trying to think of a different strategy here. Duel picking up the breach once again, and this goes back to the exact same roster that they were playing previously.
Alright, double initiator.
Yes, with the map of Haven, but I don't like the odds of this.
Hey.
Depends on Dipchol though.
I don't know. Is he gonna go for a raise? I believe he's gonna go for a jet. That's, I feel like, more in his comfort zone. Meanwhile, this side of EXCEELI, they're gonna go in with a double initiator as well. Zoro's actually opting to go for the breach. Missile, I believe, will switch to the Killjoy. He has been exceptional on that. Deep confirming the jet. Yeah, pretty much similar lineups from both ends. Obviously, the Astra and Omen differential is there. Again, Astra, I feel like, has a little bit better coverage of the map. Although the utility timings are different, but the Omen util is a lot better for lurking and moving around, fast rotations. And if they try to execute a site, that Paranoia can be really useful as well. So both have their quirks, but again, Deepjal on the jet. It's going to be Duke sticking with the breach this time. Slim Zera again staying with the Killjoy. Meanwhile, I feel like EXCEELI, they're staying with their strong roots. Rosa on the jet, Hermione, Sova as usual, Missile as well. Really performed well on the first map on Killjoy. So we're definitely looking forward to him, and especially on defense, especially on a map like Haven, where the defending role will be much more, the Sentinel role will be much more, heavily tested considering that the map is so big, 3 sites. Feel like Missile will be holding a lot of these avenues all by himself in some of those situations, so a lot of responsibility on these players. So let's see how it goes down. I feel like both sides are equally matched, honestly. Let's just see how RV decide to really execute some of these sites.
Be quite the interesting feed coming in from both of these teams. Pretty much exact same compositions overall, with utility being the primary differential. Hyojin, he's a phenomenal Astra player to give so much support to his team whenever they go in for executes. I do believe that the seaside rushes are going to be the thing that changes how the members of Red Vipers are going to play a lot more of the defensive sides. But then again, we'll talk about the Red Vipers defense when it comes to that. Currently, it's going to be EXCEELI on the defensive end first. And we know that EXCEELI love to take aggressive control over on Haven. They will not play slow, they will take it fast, and they will go in quickly without stopping for even a second, because they know how important it is to be the ones to take initiative on this particular map. If they play too slow, you give away too much map control towards Red Vipers, allowing them to dictate the pace of the entire matchup, and you do not want to let that happen, especially on a 3-sided map. On a 3-sided map, your defenses are spread so thin that unless you have an idea of where your opponents are going, and you take one portion of the map out of question, you're just always in that element of surprise. You don't know where the hit is coming, or when it is coming, and when to mentally prepare yourself for those fights.
Yeah, they're definitely going to need to be ready for this situation, especially EXCEELI. Advantage is there, momentum is theirs. Red Vipers need to find that early pick, need to get that blood flowing fast in order to get that early advantage. If they are able to go into defense again with a pretty decent scoreline, EXCEELI will have a harder time trying to come back. Not saying impossible, not saying completely out of the cards, but they will be able to make something happen again. Nice setup coming in from Missile, trying to hold on to B and C together. And he himself on Garage. It's very tight radius, I feel like. With early aggression towards this A site from both ends. Hermione trying to get the opening frag. No, it's going to be KZ1 instead. 4v5 situation as the players are rotating to the side of A for the side of EXCEELI. They might go back actually this time. RV falling back doesn't seem like a bad option. But looks like they want to go for one more pick. Oh, and see this really Zolo getting the frag. Double picks are going to come in. And they both find. They both find a couple of frags. Both brought down to low HP though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
What are we? This match is repeating each other.
Here. One enemy remaining.
Oh, Dirjal gets the frag onto Missile. All on the Kyojin. Still winnable though. Oh,
there's a chance. Kyojin gets away with this.
Very much.
Yeah, two players very low on HP. Isolates the fight.
Stop.
He's looking for one more frag here. Hyojin has another start to play with. Can easily stun this one through. That's an isolation. Looks towards the opposite side. He does get the first initial bullet pop. There's a good opportunity. He's going to be able to turn it around. This smoke is going to be coming in a little bit late though. Needs to take out the turret down towards 70 HP. Can get the half defuse. Just needs to get a good answer to this one. Swing out from the side. Half defuse already given. Needs to go in for the shot. He's not going to be able to connect it though. Slim Sarah with the movement. Goes towards the back wall and catches him with a run gun. 0-1 as Red Vipers. This was a little bit too close for comfort. Then again, their players are really low on HP, so Slim Zara sees the best opportunity that they had.
My god. Oh, you can't do this, man. It's just a start. Aggressive is already copying me. Twice, man. Twice you said the same thing. Well, yeah, By
yes, this is how we know that we're made for each other.
Shut up, man. Don't say that. It's making it worse. But yeah, Eco for the end of EXCEELI going with some half-bought weapons. Meanwhile, RV actually going for 2 rifles. Dujal picked up a Phantom. He has been clean with it into that first map. Despite everything, some really good executions coming in. EXCEELI trying to counter despite all the disadvantages. They're making things happen in her mind with the classic finding one. Rosa a little bit impatient. One bullet in the chamber. Has to dash away. Slim Zera trades onto Missile. Garage control still to be taken. A lot of pressure on Duke, but he's still able to get one. And they're gonna move outside. They're gonna get away. EXCEELI do read this rotation really well. But the man disadvantage is there. I don't think anything's stopping RV from getting the spike down, honestly. Unless Duke just pops off like crazy on Heaven. But the smoke coming in, I don't think he's gonna go into too much. Yeah, Duke
this is gonna be a
lurking back
tough
and
round.
finding another. Again, weapons differences there, so this was sort of in RV's favor all along. EXCEELI should try and come back in this next round. Oh, Hermione still got the Marshall though, so yeah, let's see.
Will Sim Hermione when he has the Marshall in his hand. RV pushing for a couple of kills here. Hermione good for one kill. Doesn't really find the second here. Rosa doesn't have an answer for it. And they're just running away from this man. They know they're very low on HP. This is going to be a tough one to try and bring yourself back from. It's going to do a bit of damage, but Hermione just dies to spike. Denies any ult points that could be gained by the attackers here. Good round for them overall. The members of EXCEELI, they start off on the back foot, but then again, it's just the first 2 rounds. Let's see what happens in the buy round.
Yeah, weapons are gonna come in for EXCEELI, then now they're gonna try and fight back in this. Still limited though, still not the best buy for everyone. RV will also have some corners cut. But regardless, it's gonna be a pretty important round considering that this is gonna set the tone for how the next few rounds are gonna come in. Either Red Vipers take the lead here or EXCEELI decide to come back. You see Dibjol getting the trade and a fallout from ARJ. A side is opened up. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna execute this or are they gonna fall back is the question.
I'll take the weapons.
EXCEELI
Get
still
weaker weaponry in this last round.
Yeah, they're gonna pick up some guns. Makes this a lot more winnable. And I love how they slow things down. They're able to take out Zolo, who is being a little bit too aggressive, but he finds a crack. And a
Never
second,
mind.
not a third.
Okay, Zolo.
Not a third. No. 2v2. KZ1 trades out finally, but now this map's all over the place. 50 seconds remaining. What's gonna happen? Where are you gonna go, RV?
Recalling my bot.
Or another overheat there. Just need to back on off and give that Omen that space. So we do see Kyojin already walking his way up, but the smoke is gonna completely block his entry, but they're not. They didn't block out Heaven. This is massive for Kyojin. He can stop this plant and just catch him off in a pretty tough position. Spike Plant goes down over on the opposite side, but still Slim Zero's for the backup. Slim Zero with the double kill. He holds down the line for his team. Stun could have been better, but that's completely fine. Slim Zero, man. He's keeping things in the running for his squad. Possibility for a third map is just around the corner. It's RV. Still a lot of fight left in them.
What do they drink in this break? How do they have this much energy? I have questions, but
I'll
the real
tell you
question
in short,
is,
Rubana.
huh?
Or SMC Plus. Either or.
Nah, they probably drank something Logitech made. That's the only way, man. Kyojin with the Guardian pushes up. This time it is gonna be a eco round for the side of EXCEELI. So any and all frags, any and all impacts are gonna be okay for their end. Kyojin pushed back, got a fall back, only a Guardian, no armor on his end. Yuka Flash comes in. Oh, 1 HP. Any be tagged? No, he runs away. Just barely with his life. Zolo, meanwhile, holding onto this A main. Could be spotted out just now. The smokes come in. Absolutely denied any access. Recon darts are spotting out the players inside. Shock darts are coming in, but Deep Jaw through the wall. Those lineups could have been important though. The first one connected the shock dart from Hermione. That's all he gets. 5v4. Bomb is down. EXCEELI, what are you gonna do? I don't think they have an entryway just yet into this site. They can try and look for an opening, and there it is. Zolo taking down Duke. They can try and play off of this, but Tijol holding strong, trying to find a second, trying to take care of CT. And the rest of the players chime up. They know where the last one is. And they run him down. 4-0 lead, and this is exactly what RV needed. To get that momentum
Yeah, RV
going
did their homework.
Completely forget what happened in the first round.
RV did their homework for this one. This is insane the way that they were playing this one through. Overall, I honestly do believe that RV, now that they have gotten such a strong lead for themselves, they know how to break through a lot of these defensive lines being made by the members of EXCEELI. But I do think that as Rosa is going to be switching up to the operator, things could be a little bit more different. It's Kyojin opting to be that first line of contact over towards the C main sideline. Doesn't bode that well as ARJ. They're looking for a bit of a swing here. The first jiggle is going to give some information away. That's going to be the recon bolt coming out. They won this first initial hit, but it's not going to be that easy because Missile on the way towards the side of Garage. He gets a double. He's hungry for more. Swing out could be coming. Missile, he's going for it. And the fight has been taken. The momentary distraction is all that they needed to bring this one back. Missile with a triple kill. He just comes in strong. That is the control that you would have wanted. EXCEELI, they're back in the running for this one as ARJ over on the opposite side. The spray doesn't connect as ARJ turning things around on its head. You need to be careful here. Rosa on the back. And that operator trained for this fight.
Oh, not even needed. Hermione from the other end. Gets the frag onto ARJ, putting EXCEELI on the board, 1 and 4. But now a bunch of ultimates in play. Match is gonna get interesting. Again, EXCEELI economy is not 100% just yet. Still a bunch of flimsy buys. RV can afford all vandals. But again, EXCEELI, once they get the footing, we know how dangerous they can be. So again, important for RV to continue this momentum to disallow the players from finding any impact. It's like they want to explore this mid a little bit more. Slimzera opening onto Rosa, and he should fall back right now. Should know there's another player. Hermione picks up the operator. He's as deadly as Rosa on that gun. I love the discipline from there and falling back, not giving that another pick, not giving that the satisfaction of a trade. Still, trade comes in. Slimzera.
With a Guardian
falls
too.
at the hands of Missile.
Missile already has the lockdown ready and prepped. There is a really fast rush towards the opposite side. Garage control being given away. Missile, you don't really want to peek this one, buddy. Just take your time. He still swings out and gets a kill for his troubles. That's perfect. It's going to be a good trade out coming in from either side. The Hunter Sphere has been popped by Hermione to maybe catch out one of the players. Teleport over towards the other side. They're going to try to get a catch for this. Kyojin made so much noise. This Kyojin, no!
30
He
seconds
used the
left.
smoke by accident.
Timing.
That's going to cost him.
Breach ultimate committed though. EXCEELI not really rushing into this. Just slowing down the spike line. And slowly creeping in Zolo. Oh, the recon doesn't spot the player and Zolo finds 2. 1v2 and a minute. What? In a matter of nothingness. I thought this spike. I thought RV had that.
They didn't because Zolo walked in slowly, and in that exact moment of her when listen. There's a reason why Zolo couldn't get traded there. You saw the recon bolt, right? Hermione threw that recon bolt as soon as the smoke was just about to fade. One of them broke the recon bolt. That's the person that Zolo killed first. And as soon as KZ1 tried to peek up, that is a really horrible angle for a person to peek into, by the way. You will never win that fight if you peek from there. It will always be a wall bang, so even if you hit them in the head, it doesn't matter. Zolo just flicked down directly and got that headshot. Zolo was in an impossible situation to get traded. The person who was breaking the recon needed to flick back, get that recon bolt, and then kill Zolo immediately. The fact that they weren't able to do it was pretty much the reason why Zolo got away with the double kill, and Hermione just swung out with the operator to get a kill of his own. The way that EXCEELI are playing a couple of these rounds, it's very close, it's very tight, but they're doing the body system justice. And that's what's giving them the advantage here.
EXCEELI on the comeback run. 4-2 is the scoreline. Just 2 away from equalizing as a pause comes in. Not sure from whose end. Possibly Red Vipers, honestly, losing a couple of rounds in a row. They don't want to give away this lead just yet. They want to keep it as long as possible, trying to keep that advantage going in their favor. Because they know with that one map going in favor of EXCEELI, and EXCEELI on their own home ground of Haven, if they get that momentum rolling, EXCEELI might just run away with it in a matter of seconds. RV might just be in the second place right now. But yeah, EXCEELI finding their footing in this map enough to make the side of RV go for a pause, trying to reset the momentum of this game. You can say you can definitely feel the impact EXCEELI had by just winning out on these last 2 rounds. Definitely getting on the nerves a little bit. RB definitely shaking in their boots a little, but still, game's just begun. It's just a 2-round difference. We're just 6 rounds in. This could go much longer. Hopefully RB is able to react properly and quick enough, that's all. Operator by from Rosa's also there. He's yet to find much impact from it though. But still, he's going for the buy. He's feeling like he can do this, so why not?
I was muted for this long and I was
Perhaps.
just talking to myself. Never mind. Anyways, yeah, as I was saying, Rosa does have the operator, but he's gonna take a little bit of time to heat himself back up, I do believe. Timing is key for him, and it seems as though today on LAN, it hasn't really been the best of days for him. As EXCEELI, they were trying to go in for the jump up, and it didn't work out.
Hey, you get banned for that. It's a bannable action.
Her face is a bannable action,
know with
but it
these
seems as though
actions.
Hermione's aim is gonna be bannable as well. It's good, good. The man just walks away with the double kill for his troubles, and now Rosa's gonna be able to go in for the equalizer. Beautifully done. A 3-for-1. As Red Vipers, they started off the round so confident, but now they're scrambling around to maybe try an opportunity to break in somewhere and get this spike plan down at the bare minimum.
Yeah, definitely necessary. Gaucho trying to find this pick on Missile, just gets it. Loses a lot of his HP on the process. Still a 2v3, still a disadvantage. Couple alternates available. But again, in this situation, do you really want to use one of them? Looking to head back to A, it will be a little bit difficult as we still see Zolo. Still see Hermione positioned there.
30 seconds left.
I love this from EXCEELI. They're being patient. They're not really moving any of their muscles. They're not really making any moves. They know that RV are at the back foot. And they know that they have to make the moves according to their teams. Here comes the stun. Really nicely done from Zolo, and that allows him to get a frag. No trade coming in just yet, but yeah, Zolo able to get the second kill to make this a 4-3. Now economy is a question. That's going to be really important for RV. I don't think they have enough money for a full buy. Oh, do they? I think they do, just barely.
Yeah, this is the last buy they're going to be able to get here.
Whoa.
If they lose this, it's going to be tough for them. But maybe with half shields, you know the half shield strategy, they can squeeze out one more buy, but I don't think that RV, they're going to be risking that. 3-4 on the scorecards here, as EXCEELI look to be the ones who are in the advantage. Tough spots, but I think overall they're going to be happy with this take.
Still have the lead, still have an advantage, still have some room to work off. Rosa, he's holding in a very aggressive off angle. Look how far Hermione is pushed up as well. Zola as well just dashing against the wall to try and support. Missile going unchecked, and he's gonna punish for that. Taking down Dibjol, taking down Duke, and it's a
Back, look at the
2v4.
back. Hermione, no! She dies on the flank!
Spike down.
Oh.
C. One enemy
Rosa
remaining.
and Kyoshin though, they're holding on to the spike. 1 minute left and it's a 1v3. These two players just denied. Easy one rocks into the operator. It's really tie things up. This could be the momentum change we were talking about.
What's being taken again as little problems are starting to show, it seems, for the players. Hopefully it does fix itself, but wait, no, there was no cost, never mind. I thought there was for a second. What are you really worried about here? So I did hear the updraft, so Rosa, is he going all the way on towards the top end of mid? Yep, he is. The operator's posted in a very powerful angle, and now he's just waiting for that first initial line of contact. Good job. Waiting for the stun, has a couple of flashes to go into. They are trying to break through their entry on towards B. The ultimate has been popped, but Hyojin's not affected. This is perfect for them. Hyojin can maybe take a fight and get away with it here. No one's clearing him out. Hyojin, good spot, but nope, not gonna happen here. RJ with this Guardian just being an absolute beast. The true smoke spans are working out in their favor as RB. They pray to their lucky stars and they're given a boon for it. 5 versus 2 and through the smoke, they're just dying one by one. The members of EXCEELI, they haven't even seen any players and they're dying. RB. This is just a round for them.
Frags were true smokes.
Yeah, none of the members of EXCEELI even saw a player in this round. They all died without even seeing anyone. Imagine shooting gun when you can press a button instead.
I mean, how are you gonna shoot gun without pressing a button though, is my question. What are you saying, aggressive?
A button on your keyboard,
Makes
man.
no sense.
Think about it. Think about it. A button on your keyboard.
Button on your keyboard? They're not firing with buttons on the keyboards. What is wrong with you? Never mind, guys. Sorry about that. RB taking the lead. It's a 4-5 scoreline. They have ultimates to play off of, but so do EXCEELI. Very important rounds coming in. Settling for the lead as we see RB trying to push onto this A side. The operator is active here, so it's Zolo. Gets one. No trade coming just yet. They're gonna clear out this A main area. Operator still being held as Hermione chimes in as well. And it's gonna be a 2v4 situation. Drone spots out KZ1. He's forced back. Look at the lurk though from the Killjoy. Never mind. Missile just spots him out and it's all onto the Omen. They know exactly where he is. He gets one. Rosa with 10 HP trying to find a pick but not needed. Kyojin from the flank comes in. 5-5. It seems that just as soon as RV get a breather, just they find one round, they find 2 rounds, EXCEELI just are back at their throats again. Just the momentum shift between these two teams is just unparalleled, left and right and left and right.
Alarm bot out.
I don't know what's gonna
Let's
happen
do it.
anymore.
Placing swarm grenade.
Yeah, they just do it all, man.
Placing swarm
The
grenade.
way that the members of EXCEELI play, it is just paramount. Another timing for them here, Missile. He's playing a very different setup. He now just wants to hold down Garage as aggressively as possible, which is smart as Dipjol. No, he missed such a crucial frag there. Solo was dead, but his thruster placement was so off. An ambitious fight, and it's gonna be costing them. Rolls up close and personal, and the gun barrel straight to the face. Gets a catch here with the operator. And for another fight of his own here, operator in hand, easily can go in for the shot. Has the timing to make this one work. Blade Storm in hand, re-swing. He still wants to take this fight. He's so aggressive, man, and he has no respect for his opponents at all.
He's holding on to this Blade Storm and Operator both online. Hermione to support him. You gotta feel the confidence, and he hits a shot again. Slim Zera falls. One knife in the bag. Doesn't matter. He's pushing up with the pistol. Gets it. Triple kill for him. He's gonna try and go for a knife maybe. Duke up close. No, the op in the face. A 4K for Rosa, just absolutely popping off.
Before the switch.
Someone took the can of soda and just shook it and turned it on. Opened up the cap. The rest is just on display. Rosa just demolishing the side of RV, who are just innocent, man. They're just holding strong. They were not really pushing it, they're not really forcing anything at him. They're just like holding on to that position.
It's just insane to watch each and every time of how these teams are playing it through. EXCEELI. Another opportunity for them to turn things around here. Okay, never mind! Oh my god, that is the most unluckiest way to die that I've ever seen in my entire life! ARG! No! No, 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 no. I want to see an instant replay of that, please. Production. Production, please. This is my only wish in life. This is the most unfortunate way to die. I don't think it's written in the stars that Red Vipers are going to win this map. Not after something like that. He tried to shoot the drone. Yes, through the wall and headshot. Yeah, and headshot ARG. That is the most luckiest kill that I've seen in my life. That is the luckiest kill I've seen in my entire life. I'm not even joking.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. EXCEELI, it's all luck. It's been all luck for the last 3 years.
Oh, hell!
Yeah, it definitely had nothing else to do aggressive, right? It was all luck. As we approach the second half, 7-5, EXCEELI pull it out of nothingness. Again. Now on the attacking half, now they can totally, especially how Rosa has been performing in the last couple of rounds, they can really let him loose. They can really unleash him onto the opposition of RV, but they decide against it. Decide to slow things down. RV with all their setups, they have spread themselves quite thin in this map. This A side is looking very empty. No one here to really punish Missile for overextending a little bit too much. If he wants to, he can just really peek in and destroy the turret. Deep jump. Flashes come in. He's going to be forced back. Activates the dash. Doesn't spot Kyojin, who's crossed.
What is this timing?
See him. Did he just see? I
don't think so. He didn't see him.
Just for a split second there. He went into cover for a split second and Kyojin crosses. Oh my word. And now EXCEELI are stacking up C. C is relatively weak. Slim Zera. He's in garage. He can try and find impact, but I believe he'll be smoked off. It's all going to be on to Duke, who's in the flank. Oh, Slim Zera, garage. Let's go.
Such a good timing. First initial line of fights will already be taken. Duke's position also revealed. He's going to swing out, try to take the fight, but Duke, he's not going to give this one away for free. Good shots coming in from either end of this, but EXCEELI just always in control. Bodies onto the floor as Kyojin with a triple kill comes through beautifully. 85 on the scorecard, ladies and gentlemen. As the control is there for EXCEELI. Pretty much everything is now under wraps. Looking to close things out once again here. But for now, doesn't look to be any different.
The weapons advantage is really going in favor of EXCEELI.
Quick peeks now.
What can he really do at this situation? RV, he can try and aggressively push out. But that's going to extend this lead. 9 and 5 might come in. Missile, the Sheriff, finds the first one onto the a little bit too aggressive. My thoughts exactly. Though is pushed up. Oh, the timing, he looked away. Didn't think it mattered that much anyway, as Rosa with the Bulldog is able to get the frag. Zolo as well picking up ARJ. All onto Duke. All onto the Omen. He is on the flank, but again, he's so far back. He's got to find some impact before anything else happens. And with the weapons difference coming in, Duke, he's got to respect it. He's got to play back. He's got to play safe. And as KZ1 falls, the only avenue, the only way he had something to play off of, and oh no. I didn't even realize. I didn't even look at the map.
I wasn't ready for it.
Missile knives. Dude, that felt personal. Oh god.
Doesn't look that good for the members of EXCEELI, but sorry, for the members of RV, but then again, it's their buy round now, so Matata.
Speaking of buys, if you are to buy any product from decided to start there. And make sure to use the promo code we've given on the stream to get 500 taka discount, 500 taka off the purchase on checkout. So yeah, make sure you do that. Not sure how long the offer is gonna stay active, but a lot of pressure on this
They don't know
Killjoy.
where he
He is
is.
holding it off angle though.
This was such a bad recon bolt. That's gonna cost him
How
there.
did that not spot them though?
No.
The recon
The
was
recon
like a
bolt
bot
landed on the
recon or
edge of the
something.
door.
Spike down
No, that
A.
recon landed on the edge of the door. So the person that he was hiding behind the garage corner is not gonna get spotted there. 3 versus 3 on the map, make it 3v2 actually. It's gonna be Duke who finds that kill over on the player on mid. Good play for them. It's RV. They have some understanding of where the last 2 players are, but overall this dynamic duo can do wonders, but against ARJ, he has a better timing for them, I believe. Going for the push out and maybe find a catch for himself here, RV. They're purely relying on what ARG is going to give to them. Pretty sure that EXCEELI, they're just going to walk in towards the back end of the side and
30
see what they can
seconds left.
find. If there's no one towards the back side, they already know that they're getting wrapped out on. They're on the opposite side of this. So just wait this one through. 2 smokes already utilized. They are opting to go in for the spike plant, but Hermione, his crosshairs are trained. He's ready for this fight. He's looking towards the angle, but he gives it away at the very last second, and he's gonna die for it. Rosa good for another kill. Now looking for the last 2. For 1 here, Duke with a swing out's perfect from him. The Ferrari P get a half as Duke just does the friendship dance of death. You gotta love it when you see it. Friends for a reason, as they do have the control. 9 to
He's mad
6
about
as
the
Red
knife.
Vipers. They finally get a round under the back for themselves. Beautifully.
I just want to say he can do the dance with the Sova there, whose body is clearly visible. Instead, he opts to do the with the one that's body is not there. Just saying, guys. He's doing things with the ground, but yeah, RV do find a bit of a foothold into this game. After losing out the first 2 rounds on their buys, they're able to find an impact, but now here comes EXCEELI with their full-on gun round. That's gonna pose as a very menacing hurdle. Definitely, RV need to try and win out these first few rounds.
That was dangerous. Okay,
Again,
goodbye,
not
Missile.
good.
I think this guy's just dead, right? There's no way Missile lives through this
Yoden
one. No.
dies. Yeah, Missile dies as well. Rosa, though, still alive. Zolo going for the spike plan. It's still a 3v4. Still
Spike
winnable for
planted.
their end. As Hermione makes it even Stevens. Brings it back to the equalization.
Night-night, my ult's ready.
Oh, Rosa continuing the rampage. Both on Garage, though. Flash is good, but now they have got to keep their eyes on both of these avenues. Zolo,
1 enemy remaining. Last
Hermione, they're holding this crossfire and it's not enough. They needed to clear out Zolo first before swinging this wide. Oh god, 10 and 6 double digits for EXCEELI. They're a couple of rounds away from match point. This is getting just too much for my health, honestly. Oh, it looked like RV had a pretty decent advantage. I love that push out a garage from their end, but in the end, they just couldn't make it count.
Here.
The 3v3 in the end was not played well from their side.
Oh, good shots. And Sarah just casually catches out Kyojin. Over towards window. Crosshair placement was key there. Sarah is 1 way.
Oh wow, what?
What is he doing with this sheriff, man? Thoughts work out here. They now have a weapon to play around with. The members of RB, they do have some guns to try and relieve their troubles here. And that is massive.
What is happening? RV have the man advantage. Now EXCEELI, they'll realize that they really shouldn't take these isolated fights. They're gonna bunch up together, play together, and try and go off of each other's trades. Looking to push this A side. Only ARJ present. He's only got a shorty to play with. And EXCEELI giving away no noise. ARJ, he's gotta push up. He wants a chance to try and find this missile though. Brings it to an even
Good
level.
shot, Missile.
What? The? Did he shoot at CT? He did. And now
No, the
just
man
eliminates
just
any
swung
chance.
out way too early. I'm confused. Duke, you went out way too early compared to your team. You wanted to get a timing, but that timing doesn't work like that. Top down already comes in. Zolo has a flash. He's gonna take the first initial fight, and the spray does not connect on the secondary, but still deals more than enough damage. Shock dart in place. Swing out. Shock dart falls in. Everybody, the geometry classes that he had in class really did help him out here. 11-6. The members of EXCEELI, there's a reason why they're so potent on this map. It's working out beautifully.
I just want to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, this is the second map of the Grand Finals. EXCEELI are one away to finishing it off.
Come on, get me in the line of fire.
Just putting RV to the ground and taking the championship for themselves. And it seems like there's nothing really stopping them right now. RV, they're trying. Again, a stack outside of A main. EXCEELI, this recon might prove dangerous. No, doesn't spot anyone. Deepjol yet to find impact, but he's still holding such a aggressive positioning, such a proactive position. The flash comes in, Rosa goes for a peek, but Deepjol just moves away. He's going for more. He doesn't have a dash. He's still going for a peek. Breach ultimate used up, and here we go. The shot comes in onto Kyojin. Ultimate used up, spots out the jet, but here comes the players from short. They all get the frags. Rosa. Oh, Duke, triple kill, and he comes back with 45 HP. Missile so far away from the spike. Duke might just get this final frag.
Yes, he will.
Oh no.
Not in this situation though. Needs to worry a little bit more as Slim Zera, more HP for him. As a Paranoia comes in from KZ1 to give some backup. Completely fine and dandy here. 11-7 on the scorecards, as we already do see the members of RV having heavy control. That's more than enough for them. Another fight to be taken here as EXCEELI. They're not really in the best of spots economically, and they are opting to go in for a save here to see how much more they can get away with.
Placing sentry.
Get out of my way!
Scanning ahead.
11-7. So very close for the end.
Deploying drone.
Both sides. Very much on equal terms. Here comes the drone for Hermione. Spots out the Killjoy. Going for a swing. Good for one. Omen Paranoid does not connect. Rosa disengages. He's going to be punished for that.
He whiffs it hard.
Hermione on with the Marshall. Low HP though. Oh, gets a shot in with the counter from Deepjol. Kyojin gets one onto Duke. Still at 3v2. Still low HP on the Jet. Marshall might be good.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, KZ1 finds Kyojin and Missile trades 1v2 winnable.
Missile not ready for this. Is he ready for this? Oh, he just missed out. Opportunity is present. This Missile walking into the waiting arms. Off. And Deepjol ready for it. The trigger finger just itching. I thought Missile was just gonna hit that shot, but not really gonna be the case here. 11-8. The members of EXCEELI, they are bleeding out rounds very slowly, but overall, it should be okay.
Let's see though, RV. The last couple of rounds have given them some confidence, but it's a question of can they keep this going? They're still 3 rounds back from getting onto equal ties. EXCEELI barely affording any guns. If they lose out on this, I believe the economy will be broken down. 10-11 should be on the card if they win this, but the shot missed out. But Deepjol, he still gets out though. He's still in this. Not taken out just yet, but this short, this sewer left disengaged. Drone spotted out. Will find the Jet trying to hit a spam. The op angle being punished. Deepjol. Hermione takes care of him, but Duke comes in. Rosa low on HP. Now with one of his teammates trying to go for a fight, but he's gonna punish Duke. ARJ is still trying to get a frag. Will be successful in taking out Kyojin. It's a 2v3. But just pretty used up, but the spike's not being planted.
It's in no man's land pretty much.
Not
This is
ready.
a bad spot. They need to isolate this fight against Isovo to maybe try and get something there. Rosa all by himself on the opposite side of this. Missile is just gonna try to run himself away and survive at this point. He's to buddy up with Rosa and maybe pull off a miracle of his own. But with the defender set at Killjoy lockdown still being present, this is a tough fight. They know one person's
They're
in
not
towards
aware of
flank.
this.
Rosa needs to look behind him soon.
Initiated.
They're not aware of this at all. The lockdown as well coming in to buy more time. I don't think it was
Yep, Rosa's dead.
necessary.
Oh,
They're-
Spike planted.
he's dead. He's dead.
Oh,
he's
he
dead,
walks
he's
into
dead.
cover.
They're not cleaning
He
him.
walks into cover.
They're not
but
cleaning
no.
it. No, they're not cleaning him.
Revealing area.
Oh no.
Found
What's
them.
happening? Spots both players. What are you gonna
Enemy
do?
remaining.
Gets one nice headshot from ARJ. Still one more player to go though. Missile. Only two needs to win it out for his team. Not possible. KZ1 clutches it out a little bit close for the side of RV, but they win it out. 11 and 9. And how does the economy for EXCEELI look right now? I don't think they can go for buys.
Swarm grenade out.
I don't think so either. Yeah, they're opting for sheriffs now. It's not a good spot for them here. Rosa does have the money to buy himself a guardian at the bare minimum, but this is gonna be a long night. I can already tell you, ladies and gents. There's a good chance that RV, they take the win here and set us over into map number 3. Opportunities are present. It's EXCEELI. They're losing out on a bunch of rounds. They're getting close to finishing it off, but it's just not enough. They're giving away a lot of these early picks. The main advocate of all of this is Duke. Pain and a thorn on their sides as Rosa, the spray connects finally, but he gets immediately traded out. Tough spots for him. The Spectre does the damage, but it's just not going to be enough. Looking towards the back and looking towards the front. They're not able to get a single frag out of here. Solo, he just got confused of where the bodies keep on coming from. Spotted the players out, but he can't take the fight. EXCEELI, they're falling apart here. They need a pause to mentally reset themselves because currently the team just doesn't have any form of direction.
One away from giving the lead to RV. Making this an 11-11, and now the economy suggests they will have a buy round. But again, if RV win this out, not only will they equalize, they'll pretty much guarantee the match point because of how the economy is looking for the side of EXCEELI. They won't be able to buy the round after that. So on paper, they should take it home. RV. Very much possible for them to win. 4 rounds in a row has gifted them this opportunity to take out RV in their home ground. Moving on to the next map, very much possible for RV to win it. Much better odds than Haven. And honestly, if you come out on top of Haven against EXCEELI, that itself does boost the momentum to quite some extent. Operator again active for Big Joel. He won't be holding the right angle though, as we see majority of EXCEELI pushed out towards C. Looks like they're gonna just try and hard rush this. KZ1 trying to buy some time with Yogan Paranoia, but no one's really aggressed on him yet. Here comes the recon. Wallbang will connect. Next, KZ1 is trying to TP in there to hold an aggressive angle. EXCEELI fall
Look at
back
how
though. They don't want any
deep
action. on
RV
this.
is. Look at how deep RV is towards A though. And Deep Joel, he's set up with an operator too. They could just be walking into his waiting arms. But no, Hermione, he still gets the kill. No way against an operator. He's so prepared. But then now they need to clear out ARJ. Oh, the
He's in
drone's
such
not
a
going to
rough
clear
spot.
him. The drone is not going to clear him. Oh wait, never mind. They turned
did
around.
you
They
see it?
spotted him.
Did you see
He's dead.
it?
He's dead. Yeah, he's running for it. He's booking it out of here.
Just
Hermione just turned around at the very last second.
KZ1 spots out the players outside C main. Now EXCEELI, they're all over the place. They're in B main as well. The Killjoy utility is not active. Oh, I think it is active.
Killed my bot.
They can walk through anywhere they want.
30 seconds left.
EXCEELI, they have the Hunter Street with the
need a
postman,
blocking
but
vision.
Breach Ultimate is also available for RV. How is this gonna
They need
turn
to
out to
push
be? They're
into-
going for the B side. Oh, Breach Ulti is there to deny the spike plant. That's such good from the side of RV, but they're losing out on their players. Kyojin and Rosa get a couple of frags, and it's all onto KZ1.
Settled.
And map point for EXCEELI. Again,
Match point.
from the brink of victory, RV giving it their all. And yet it might not be enough, as EXCEELI are on the map point situation, match point, series point situation. Fuck, man, they're on tournament point, man.
They're on everything point.
They're literally on
EXCEELI.
point.
Yep. Jokes aside, though, for the members of EXCEELI, looks to be the closing stages for them. But overall, we do have a little bit more of a fight left in the members of RB, and it all will start with this first initial frag. Vipjoel over towards long once again. He wants to take that first initial duel and maybe see if he can get away with something here. But they're not giving him much to play with. Push up once more. The drone's also coming through. They know for a fact that this initial fight will be taken. Vipjoel, good for the operator pickup, and it's going to be Zolo who takes a backseat. That's an instant run back. They have the man advantage. They will play reactive now, and they will not overextend. Keep the map control at bay while still being in safe positions. That operator working wonders towards that A side. Corralling all of the members of EXCEELI to push towards the opposite end, where of course the members of RB, they're ready, and they have an advantage to play into.
Oh,
Oh, he's not gonna clear this. Oh wait, he will clear this.
He knows. He clears this and he's gonna get the spike down as well. I don't think I'm gonna see any fast reactions from the end of RB or RB.
Get towards backside. Arch. It's already walked in. Rosa is
No one to
not
help him
aware.
Yeah, no one to help him out there. No one's at C long trying to watch that angle. But Hermione, though, Hunter's Fury available. But it's a 1v2. He's got to let it rip from a safe position. Oh, but both players pushing in C. Doesn't matter. ARJ gets a shot in 12 and 11. It's down to the very last wire in this second map. Absolutely down to the I can't even talk.
It's been a long day. We've been up from what, 10 p.m. Sorry, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. up till now. 12 hours of non-stop action, ladies and gents. And that's what IGE can bring to you all. So make sure to fill out the survey and of course use Logitech G Paradise at StarTech on checkout. Get 500 taka off. And if you want more tournaments, make sure to promote Logitech and buy their product because they're bringing you tournaments like this. A tournament, mind you, where the members of EXCEELI are at a significant disadvantage. Rosa nearly pulled off a miracle of his own. The Hunter's Fury comes out, maybe a bit too ambitious. Couple of whiff shots and it's gonna cost him. Joel, you needed to hit that.
Oh, Rosa
this just looks bad.
Feeling the heat. He's gonna pick up the operator. Doesn't hit the shot though, as all players from RV are here. Trying to react off of this. Look at the Omen trying to come for a flag with RV. They're holding strong. They're holding strong as Linsera gets the frag. It's all onto Missile on the Killjoy. Hiding behind the smoke. Needs to hit the clutch of his life. The bot should spot him out. No, he's in cover.
He has an operator. Oh, this is bad. He's done for.
He misses.
The pressure is getting to them here. The members of EXCEELI, they're dropping the ball once again. They need to reset themselves. I don't know why they still went in for a push there on towards the A side. You saw Duke over onto the back end of the side. You could have just ran on away. You could have gone somewhere else. 3 members were present. You knew that. And they still took this fight towards A? What's the game plan here? What's the call? A rookie level mistake may just cost them a 2-0 and send us over into map number 3. RB. That was an incredible round. And Duke, man, his movement was sublime. The way that he took that frag over on DeRosa, the fire was spectacular.
Both sides know the value of this overtime. We saw it in the last map. We're seeing it again. RV on the attacking side. We believe there is an operator by for Rosa. He will be playing the glass cannon again. But RV trying to make their way into this side of A. They're gonna have to go through the breach first. Zolo. He's holding outside the sewers. Sends a flash flying, and that should give information that there are players out there. Counter drone from Hermione spots nothing. I don't think it spotted anything. EXCEELI have no information on where these RV players are. So now if RV can time this right, we can find some impact in this push. Hermione though taken care of. And again, Dibjal spots the player in backside, going for a peek. Spots Rosa, operator not connecting. He's gonna fall. EXCEELI might just lose out on this first round of overtime. Gives the side of RV some level of comfort, some level of ease. They've even got the Killjoy Nanoswarm set up.
One enemy remaining.
ARJ finds the frag all onto Kyojin.
Gun here.
1v5. I don't think he can do this.
Too easy. Too easy.
Jin over on the other side. Maybe the frags could come in. As ARJ, if he was standing up, he was dead, right? The crosshair placement was perfect.
Match point.
Arch and his crouch just saved him there.
Absolutely. Oh, 13 and 12 in favor of Red Vipers, looking to take it to the third map. One away from actually breaking the streak of EXCEELI. They haven't won the series yet, but they won a map against EXCEELI.
That's how you survive.
Again, I mean, taking it to overtime against EXCEELI is a pretty decent achievement in my opinion. Just for the pure fact that this hasn't happened in a while.
Truly.
Kyojin though,
Kyojin
it's
though.
a good start. Yep. A little bit too aggressive. He's expecting one more.
No, not like
Doesn't get the
that.
frag.
Duke with the swing out was
he
just
had to hold
perfect,
on.
catching out Kyojin in the most awkwardest of angles. One more fight though, as Hermione needs to hit it. He stayed in the angle for way too long, and he wasn't expecting a play like that. Crosshair placement completely off. 3 versus 4 situation on the map as the members of Red Vipers, they're just walking away. They're like, okay, you come to us now. We're just gonna wait here, buddy.
Oh, Rosa.
Fights are present. They don't have any smokes to play around with here, though. Insolita, Rosa in towards the side. He's completely alone as ARJ still has a recon bolt, can give a lot of value here. And as soon as his teammates are ready, this recon bolt alone is just going to allow them to get a couple of frags. That's a first initial ping. It's not going to catch anything. Wait, what? That recon wasn't placed down well.
Where did he plant? Oh, I think there was a smoke. I think there were no.
That was
Is
a
there
good
smoke?
flash.
I don't know what's happening. Rosa though gets one trade is instant. It's still a 2v4. It's KZ1 gets another frag onto
I think
Zolo.
it's done. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
done.
there it
Map
is.
number 3, ladies and
We're
gentlemen.
going to the third map. Oh, for the first time in a long time, EXCEELI have been taken down.
Defenders win.
And the series goes on as we're gonna go into the third map. What's the third map again? I don't even remember.
Pearl.
We are witnessing history, ladies and gentlemen. It is gonna be the side of RV winning it out in such a tooth and nail competition. It looked good from either end, no complaints on my part. Both of them played phenomenally well. The utilities, it all came down perfectly for both sides. They played together, they played smartly. And honestly, just some of the gunfights in the end phases were going in favor of RV. Really, really commendable performance from both of their ends. Man, Hermione with 24 and 15. The Sova's absolutely popping off. Rosa as well not far behind.
Absolute insanity. Both of these teams are at each other's throats, but I don't know. EXCEELI just dropped the ball so hard by trying to brute force their way in towards the A side during that round. Everything that they were hoping to just started to fall apart from there. They got the early advantage, they got the operator in their hands, but they stayed towards A. I don't know what was the game plan there for them whatsoever, but you can't force a fight like that. It was a good start coming in from EXCEELI, but it just wasn't enough to take them over that finish line. RV played it beautifully. They punished every mistake being made by the members of EXCEELI each and every time. There was not even a single situation where EXCEELI were allowed to breathe.
Absolutely. RV coming out on top from so many different avenues and definitely deserving the opportunity to go to the third map. Oh man, it's uncharted territory for us here. We have not seen this in a while, ladies and gentlemen. This is sort of a historic moment for the community. Not gonna lie, if you've been following, but yeah, we're going to the third one. We are taking EXCEELI for a trip. For a trip. I can't even talk properly. So yeah, we're gonna take a short break, give the players a chance to sort of refresh after that hectic event, and give you as well a chance to just tuck in with some popcorn because it's about to get exciting. We'll go down to the third map for this series, and we're gonna take a short break. Before we go, make sure you check out the survey link, fill out the survey for some free prizes, and definitely tell your friends to refer you as you share the survey with them as well, and make sure to use our promo code on StarTech Online before you buy any Logitech products to get 500 taka discount on your prices. So with that being said, we're gonna be back with the third map very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with us and see you soon, because I'd rather not see you later, honestly. Just want to get this done with, because this has been a long day, and yeah, it's gonna get exciting. So stay with us. We'll be right back very soon.
We all play in our own way for our own reasons, and that's okay, because there's levels to this. Not just levels in games. There's levels of specs.
And levels to flex.
Sequence initialized.
There's mad levels of innovation
3, 2, 1. Activate light speed.
and mythic levels of creation.
There's levels to exceed.
And levels of speed.
Their status levels.
Whatever levels.
There's entry levels. Time-shattering levels.
And levels of mayhem.
Pretty dope, huh? There's levels of dedication, devotion, and motivation to reach a whole nother level. Now what's possible and what's next is up to us. So let's go. There's levels to play.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the IGE Contenders Valorant Tournament powered by Logitech.
Yeah, Kirido's dying. Kirido's dying. It's fine.
We are back.
I'll take it over.
again.
I'll take it over. It's alright. Welcome
already
back,
done
ladies
it.
and gentlemen,
I've already
to
done
IGE Contenders Valorant. Powered by Logitech. You gotta say it with a little bit of passion. Come on. This is the grand final stage. I understand you're dying from the very morning up till now. I'm pretty sure the players are down at the dumpsters too. Don't forget that EXCEELI's been here since the very beginning. 10 p.m. up till now. 12 hours of just a non-stop LAN action. Yeah, 4 maps, mind you. They have a lot of games already played through. So much to worry about, and as we're going to be jumping on down over into the game soon enough, don't forget there will be no dilly-dally because the shop's going to close down soon too, so you got to make sure that everything's prepped up and ready. But what we will not be prepared for is the map of Pearl, because I haven't seen Pearl being played in the longest time, and I haven't even touched Pearl in the last 2 months, because don't forget, like, this rule set and the game and the fact that Pearl came out of the map pool happened recently. So a lot of teams have not really gotten any practice on this particular map, because why would they? A lot of teams that they would practice with will never even play this map.
Yeah, I mean, considering that it has been inactive for such a long time, I'm really interested to see how the players sort of adjust into this. Also keep in mind the agent nerfs and everything have not really been experimented on at a large scale. I mean, again, you have not really seen this that much active in rank just yet, especially in professional play. No major tournaments have yet to sort of feature this, so it's gonna be a shot in the dark completely. We can't even see if the original meta or the original strong agent picks are still viable here that much,
It's viable,
considering all
like-
these changes.
Now the thing is, it's viable because there's no real big differential, I would say, overall when
That
it comes
is
to the
true.
overall way that the game is going to be played on this particular map. But I do think that the lack of practice could be a problem. Hopefully the players haven't forgotten how to play this map, because this is where the real problems will start to show. It's a map that they haven't practiced in forever. Both teams are going to be just taking a random shot in the dark and seeing what they can get away with. Highs and lows, never really know.
Yeah, no information really go off other than that RV has had sort of a redemption arc coming into this game. The first map, they took it to overtime, they were just not able to win it out. The second map, EXCEELI looked like they were in control for the majority, and at the last stages they just made some mistakes and RV just continuously pounded them for those, and they reached into overtime, they were able to bring it back, and here we are. We beat EXCEELI, and now we're here to probably just have a very tiring matchup considering all those factors, and adding to the fact that this has been on LAN, adding to the fact that they have been here since the morning, adding to the fact that they have played 2 more maps prior to this, adding to the fact that we just talked about this map has not been played for a while. There are just so many factors here that it's hard to make a decision on either side. Again, my gut instinct is to go with EXCEELI because obviously they have the stronger team, they've had more experienced team, more cohesive team. But RV, they have shown that they are no less. Again, a lot of these cases we do see them rely on individual strength a little bit. Some of their set plays are still, in my mind, sort of bleak, not as versatile as maybe EXCEELI's or stronger teams, but they're making it work. They're still here with those set plays, with those just raw mechanical plays. They've brought it to the third map. Can they carry on with this? I don't really know, but they're definitely gonna give their a shot.
That's for sure. This is going to be interesting for me as well to see exactly what the teams can do, but your train seems to be a little bit more interested in making a cameo every 1 hour, but that's completely fine. But as the teams are going to be getting prepped up and ready, I do believe that the problems are still arising from their side. It's possibly going to take another 10 minutes here. We don't really know just yet. Not much that we can do here, ladies and gents. We're waiting this one through. Problems will happen when you're on a LAN environment, but when it's right at the very end, that's when stuff gets a bit annoying.
Yeah, we're definitely like, we just want to get into the game as soon as possible, get things started. And I'm pretty sure that's what the players want as well, because they have been here for a long time and they want to get it over with. Just get the match started, not lose any momentum, not lose any warmth in their arms at this point, honestly. So again, that momentum is going to be such a huge factor in going into this game. RV, especially winning out on that map, knowing the fact that they have taken down a team that has been undefeated for a long time. I mean, not undefeated in a series and a tournament, they've been undefeated in a match, in a singular map of Valorant. They have not lost in a while in a professional tournament level game. So, not at least that I remember of. It's been a while since EXCEELI has tasted defeat and the streak has been broken. So that alone is a momentum boost to the side of RV that they should try and carry through with. And considering that fact, they're definitely gonna want to have as less of a gap possible so that the momentum can be transferred through as efficiently possible. But yeah, with the break coming in, I believe both sides are going to be affected. I believe even EXCEELI should be fired up, considering the fact that they displayed an impressive performance as well from there. And maybe individually a lot of the players didn't shine, but from a team play perspective, the utility was a little bit more cleaner. So either sides of main thing is everybody is just hyped up from that from that last map, and they both want to continue that into the next one. And these pauses definitely affected to a certain degree.
It's gonna be an interesting game overall, I would say. as I do believe that as this game is gonna go through, Pearl will be quite the feat, I would say, overall. Because personally, in my opinion, now that the teams haven't really played this map out as much, and with the Pearl meta being kind of iffy from time to time from team to team, not everyone plays the exact same composition. Viper getting picked up again, the Sky pretty much being one of those strongest pickups on this particular map. The Phoenix also has a chance of coming out from the side of EXCEELI, because we have seen that EXCEELI, they really enjoy to take that Phoenix and put it over the line. I think one of the biggest changes will be how this Jett is going to play out. I don't think Jett's going to have that big of a change up in playstyle. Again, Jett is still so strong on each and every map, and there's a reason for it. The agent just cannot be stopped.
Yeah, I feel like both sides are definitely going to be opting for that alongside the Phoenix. I don't know if they're going to pair it with the Jett or going to run a solo duelist composition, but it's definitely hard to deny how valuable Jett is, especially in some of these long angles and some of these really risky entryways on the attacking side. Waltzing into some of these areas without a dash is no doubt pretty dangerous task to do. So again, utilizing that Jett will be very crucial. Again, we have seen a lot of players go for that Harbor pick alongside the Viper. That does give a lot of versatility to the control play. Again, Viper is very one-dimensional in a lot of cases. So having that Harbor cascade coming up, there's so many factors. And we haven't even gone into the initiators. We talked about the Sky. Sky is something that does see a lot of playtime, but a lot of the sides might even opt to go for a Sova. Again, the lack of a flash is an equation. There's just so many things that can happen yet, and this absence is not helping. It's not helping at all.
Their trade is not helping either.
How can you even hear the train? I can barely hear it, honestly.
Everyone can hear it. It's so loud.
No one's hearing it. Everyone's like no idea what the aggressive is talking about. You have some kind of
How do you know?
syndrome.
I don't live right next to you.
It's not about living. You're hearing things, man. You have some kind of a syndrome. I don't know.
Oh yeah, like a train is just randomly passing through Boshudara residential area, right?
You never know. You never know.
Never mind, I think Youth has lost the laser jets, but I think we're all losing it here. Not much that we can do, we just have to wait for a little while longer until the computers are prepped up and ready for the teams to get in towards the match. But for now, I think we've beaten the dead horse quite a bit. So overall, I would say that, yeah, of course, RV, more advantages for them. They have the momentum under their back. They are able to win out on a lot more of their fights, and I think they are a little bit more in tune with this current LAN environment. On the other side, EXCEELI, they're just having such a tough time trying to adjust themselves to the setups that they're going.
Yeah, again, you gotta sort of lean into that experience. You gotta embrace that feeling. Again, with time, as more LANs are played, as more experience has been gained, people will begin to adjust and will begin to learn how this LAN situation is played. But until that happens, it's still very much important for the more experienced players to actually help out the side, the younger and up-and-coming players to get used to this environment, how to adjust, how to, take everything in and not let it really affect your gameplay. Because again, the environment is a vital part of where you're playing. When you're in your home, you have your comfort, you have your own computer. Playing outside, around people, around your teammates, around your opponents, knowing that they're right next to you, can be a feeling that's very hard to, reconcile and recover from. So having those experienced players, be it on your team or your opponents, having those conversations with more veterans and people who have experience in these situations definitely gives you the knowledge and definitely gives you the calmness to be able to deal with all this. So again, some of these players from RV who haven't really experienced the LAN environment, again, this is a learning experience for them, but alongside that, being able to share the stage with some of these veterans will allow them to have a lot more of a knowledge gain as well. in certain how the, just seeing how they handle it, seeing how they react to it, might make them a bit stronger in future tournaments like this. But they have to play on the stage.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one for them here. It's been a long day, that's for certain, but hey, they're gonna be here up till the very end. Still no confirmations coming in though from the opposite end of this. Looks like it's gonna be taking a little while longer, but for us, I completely agree that the members of RV, they've gotten an opportunity to just bring themselves back in towards this match in a different way. And if you told me this is how the team is going to perform after the loss that they had in game number 1, I wouldn't have believed you. It feels like RV just did the reverse sweep and got the best revenge story up against EXCEELI. Think about it. It was EXCEELI who reverse swept them from a 12-9 scoreline, and then RV did the exact same thing, pushing it into overtime and then winning it out on the first overtime. Like, revenge is served up cold, and RV, they came out on top on that engagement, and they just landed the perfect blow against EXCEELI, like a full-on reverse knuckle punch.
Yeah, I mean, again, winning out on overtime seems like the perfect way to get it in their bag. And again, RV, as soon as we saw that first overtime going in their favor, it seemed like the second overtime they were much more relaxed. They were much more in tune with themselves and in tune with the team and what was happening in their surroundings. They didn't really react in a too fast way. They were sort of chill and worked on together, got the facts together. They found out where the last player was. They didn't aggressively push him. They didn't overcommit. They didn't overheat. They played it together really well. So that's something that's very admirable, that allows you to show that you can depend on your team. You can play the team game in the long run. Because again, we were worried about this. RV seemed like a much of a self-centered team. Having again the swap with Deepjal and Duke coming in. Duke not really stunning for his duelist. Again, very disconnected plays all over the map. Seems like that is slowly but surely changing and evolving, and in a map like Pearl Evermore, you need that as much as you needed in Haven. You needed a lot more in this map, considering the size, considering how the sites are positioned. Those executions become so much more harder, especially when EXCEELI, they have studied this map before, they have setups on this. It's been a while since they've played those, but they are experienced here, and they will definitely utilize those against you. So that's what the execution needs to have more utility, needs to have more support and coordination. So RV, it's just how it works. You now for the entirety of the day, they worked on being more of a unit, and now this is pretty much the final test for them. If they can pull it off now and come out on top of EXCEELI, there's no doubt that we might just be in for a new era of Valorant in Bangladesh.
Seems like the problems are still just piling up one after the other. We're stuck here for who knows how long. It's been a good chunk of time, but
yeah.
Overall, I do agree that RV just have more direction now. They pretty much are in the same mental state of EXCEELI, I'm believing here. Especially with such a long break though, I do believe a couple of the players' momentum is just gonna fall apart. It's what, 10 PM now? Lunchtime pretty much almost. These players probably just want to go home. But
you just said lunch.
Yeah, I said dinner.
What kind of guy
my
has
brain
lunch
is
at
going.
lunch?
Listen. My brain is going.
No, I'm not listening anymore. Guys, Aggressive has lunch at 10 PM. That's all. That's all I want to say.
I did not have lunch, mind you, so I am hungry.
I mean, that's on you. You had a pretty decent break, I'm not gonna lie. I had a pretty good lunch. I'm filled and I'm ready to go. As tired as I look, I had good food and I'm feeling completely energized. Hopefully the same can be said for the players. Again, another factor of LAN is that you have to, you're not at home, you don't have your own food, you've gotta go out and manage your own food, eat there in a completely unknown place. Your teammates with whom you've only played online all this time. So all these factors are just something that, I mean, again, I'm trying to like visualize the LAN environment as something of a holy grail. That all these factors come in together into forming something grand, and that is what it is. So this is where esports comes at its root. How sports events happen at these grand stages. This is how esports is gonna show up at its best scenario. But yeah, about finally time. Something's happening on my screen. What is this? Agent selections are coming in for a Pearl, and I believe the players are so tired they don't even know what's happening. They're not picking anything yet. But any expectations from your end, aggressive? What might we see in a few seconds?
Viper, Sky, maybe a KO if they're feeling a little bit spicy with it. The Phoenix is on the cards. Jet pretty much is a guarantee. And another pick would be a possibility of a Cypher here and there. It's Pearl, man. They haven't played Pearl in forever. Do you think they remember what kind of compositions they have anymore? God knows what they're gonna pick. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna chill. We'll just do some hype casting this time. There will be no analysis for this particular map, primarily because, hey, the teams are just not prepared for it. I don't think any of them expected the map of Pearl to go through like this.
Yeah, honestly, it's just going to be a surprise of what they come up with in the end. I think there's going to be some delay on the agent selection, but regardless, not really sure again what they're going to pick. I'm not really going to attempt to pick. If Aggressive doesn't want to go for the pick, neither am I. But yeah, the picks are just going to come in. We are going to see the attacking side of RV going with the double controller option. A Viper paired with an Astra, not a bad composition alongside the Sky and Jet. And we're going to have the Soul Killjoy as well. And on the other side coming in, we are going to see the Harbor as the only controller. That will be interesting to see. Harbor is definitely self-sufficient, but again, on a map like Pearl, where there's so much room, so much space to be taken on rotations, not sure if Harbor will be able to fill up the roles all by himself. But yeah, alongside we will see the Fate coming in from Hermione, something we haven't really seen in a long time. Fate has sort of faded away, ironically, with the nerfs. It's just not as the same as before, not finding the same impact as before. The Prowler's not as good. Overall, Sky and KO sort of have risen above the rest of the initiators as the prime for a lot of the maps. Breach as well is there, so really excited to see how Hermione as an individual, an amazing player, is gonna utilize this newly nerfed and reformed Fade in this map of Pearl. He will have teammates alongside. I believe there was another Sky pick from the end of EXCEELI, so I mean they have some utility to work with. It's not completely on gunfights for them.
Yeah, they have a lot of utility to play with, especially that Harbor. It's going to put a little bit more pressure, I would say, onto Solo to just perform better on this particular character. And it's been a while, I do think, as well, before Zolo has played Harbor. All of these recent maps that have been coming out, especially Sunset, it's the only map I believe where Harbor still has some value if you want to play it. A lot of teams have started to stray towards the Harbor and see what he can bring down to the table. You can be aggressive, you can be defensive, you can set up your Sky for a lot of pop flashes. It gives you versatility. That's why Harbor is so powerful. Harbor and Viper play pretty much the exact same role on this particular map. You not only can slow down your opponents to a complete halt, but also give a paper-thin wall where your Sky can just flash through and instantly peek out and take a duel. The opportunities are there, the playmaking potential is present, but as we are going to be jumping on down in towards the game, I'm hoping that both of these teams, they know that potential and they're able to utilize these controllers to their fullest. It's all about the combo. And whoever does it better will be the ones to win.
Yeah, and there's a lot of possible combinations considering these agent selections coming in. There's so many ways both sides can play this. Again, I feel like the double controller will make things a little bit easier for Red Vipers, especially since they're going to be on attack first. Allows them a little bit more versatility. But again, Harbor does have a versatile kit as well. But as you said, a lot more pressure on Zolo. He has been performing well today, but again, this might be overburdening him a little bit. But let's see what's going to happen as we are going to begin the grand finals very soon. Right now, the game's on the screen, not the overlays though. Hopefully that's going to come online very soon. But yeah, we are going to be beginning the grand finals in a matter of seconds. EXCEELI versus RV. Winner takes it all. Third map of this best of 3 series. Let's see how it goes. As EXCEELI, they were going to be on the defensive half, and I even forgot the callouts for this map, man. Honestly, what are we talking? Where are we right
This
now?
is
Where
why
is
you're
Duke
silver.
going for the
This is
peak?
why you're silver.
I have no idea what you just
Good
said.
kill
Kyoji?
towards a maid. That's gonna be a tough call. Hermione though on the opposite side does get a frag of his own. Rosa on the opposite side. The trades are instantaneous. The double-ended play coming in. The opposite side of box. It's gonna be working out for them. EXCEELI, this early level of control really just breaking down the walls of RV. Still a lot of utility to play with though, because the Viper is still very much alive and the Astra is present as well on this map. EXCEELI, slow walk up towards the back for missile. He wants to anchor down in B side. The opening is there as Zolo just holding down mid. He's giving up pretty much every bit of avenue here. They want them to come in towards the side where the fight's will be a little bit easier. It's better to go for a 3v3 retake than push out by yourself on an angle and gamble it. Because as soon as they come in towards your back, that's where you're going to start falling flat.
30 seconds left.
Side execution is gonna begin. Harbor Wall slow things down. Rosa good for one, but immediate trade from ARJ. Viper is gonna come in. The spike line going down, but Zolo finds a frag onto Slim Zera. Makes things a little bit difficult when ARJ has to isolate these fights. But Zolo, nice tap to the head, and that's gonna give them the first round. EXCEELI, hot of the second map. Honestly, they definitely want to get back in a big way. Make sure that they don't lose out on this series. Again, a little reminder, ladies and gentlemen, to fill out the survey from Logitech. It's going to be the biggest survey for PC gamers in Bangladesh. If you do fill it up, you have a chance to win some awards and the form of Logitech G gear. And if you refer to your friends, your chances increase, your odds get better. With that being said, buys do come in from EXCEELI. Rosa, the Vandal, holding outside of Art. What's he gonna do as Zolo gets the first track onto Dibjol. No trades just yet. ARJ trying to find an opener. The Trailblazer gets a shot onto the Killjoy, and Rosa's there with a clean headshot. Should know there's one more. But ARJ, oh, nice shot, takes him down. Picks up the Vandal and runs away as well. Now, can they make this Vandal work is the question. Yeah, free gun.
Here.
That's like right clicks are an absolute beast of a thing.
Here.
Another one to be caught out here is Duke. He's pushing up on his own here. Vandal really will be working out for him. Duke back on towards this jet would just be the edge that they require to close things out. Kyojin, opposite side of the wall. He's probably smelling this push soon. Flash in hand, I do believe he can immediately flash out and maybe go for a peek here. No one's really giving him anything, but Duke and fell asleep on the angle there. That's gonna cost him. Kyojin over on the top side. That's gonna be the last kill that they require. EXCEELI, 4 members still alive, and they're able to recover the Vandal too. So completely fine and dandy in this particular round. As Red Vipers finally have a couple of buys to play around with. But Zolo with just a ghost, I think they should have a pretty easy time breaking into a site. Only if they don't walk into the iron wall that is Roaster.
Yeah, Rosa with that Vandal looking ever so menacing this time. Again, never know what's gonna happen. RV might come out with the win, but maybe EXCEELI has a lot of impact in that round. A lot of activity down in that mid plaza area. Looks like RV are looking to enter towards B doors.
Oh, wait.
Really
Hermione, he's
just
so
yet.
close. This turret's gonna catch out any player that walks out of Art. But Hermione already walked up before the turret got placed in.
That doesn't discover him. They don't know he's there.
Yeah, this
They're
is the
gonna
perfect
walk
position
out
for him.
Get shot at with the judge. It looks like they're gonna push mid doors though. Duke with a shot. Missile through the wall finds Slim Zera. 4v4 equal trade is gonna come in. Players are gonna be positioned outside of Silong as well. Shots connecting. But Missile still alive. Still a threat as Duke finally puts him down. They have taken control of the B side. EXCEELI. Oh, spotted out from tower. He's got a fallback.
Here.
Kyojin getting pushed though by Dibjol. Still gets a frag. And it's gonna be 2v4. Spikes down.
It's coming in through as Rosa looking to maybe fish out a kill here. He needs to try and find it. Difficult for him, but they're not really giving away much. Instantaneous pause. They know this round is close to impossible to try and even get anything out of Hermione. Still looking to maybe go in for a fight. Close things out here. Good for one kill. Hermione opening up the entire side for their team, but there's absolutely no time. Even if they get on towards that spike, they're not going to be able to defuse it anytime soon. To save these guns at the bare minimum, they're going to try to run on away, but they will die in the process. I'm just a little bit confused. Why not opt to go in for a save instead? They had a chance, and these weapons would have been good for them in the following round.
Maybe they just committed a little bit too much and weren't really able to fall back. I don't know. They were in the side. They're looking for those frags and ended up giving RV their round. First round in this third map. And RV, they will be able to go for buys. Economy not 100% though, as half armor on a few players. And still anyone's game. A lot of aggression outside this B main as Rosa pushes up, does get some damage, but taken down instead. Trades from either side. It's a 3v3. And no real progress for any of the players. 3 players to hold this bigger map, they're gonna be spread really thin. And RV, if they make the right choice, we can definitely isolate some of these players. Where are they gonna go? I think they're edging towards Art. They're gonna run into the Killjoy.
Toxins going up.
Viper while
Waiting arms of
activating
one,
to
though.
slow things down.
Yeah, this does
missile.
not look as good as Missile. On the opposite side of this, doesn't really find the catch that you were hoping to get here, Missile. Needs to act this one a bit more differently. Hermione on the opposite end of this needs to be the one to open up a couple of frags for his team. I don't think they expect him there, but then again, if the members of RV are diligent, they need to clear him out. Push out coming in from Hermione. He's good for the first, but he's not going to be good for the second here. Solo, this shot is paramount to try and hit. He's not going to be able to get it. This is rough and this is tough. EXCEELI, I think they just lost it. There's a good chance that Zol, even with the walkout's not going to be able to find anything. So then Zara has the better angle to get that catch. 2-2 on the scorecards. It's EXCEELI. They lost out on a very crucial buy round because now their weapons are just going to be absolutely horrendous. And even though Rosa had the operator in hand, it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, they're gonna be put down a couple of pegs economy wise. EXCEELI have to go for a save. No option for them. And RV with this round, they should take the lead on paper, but again, Rosa has the Blade Storm, does commit to it, and might find some impact. Has to fall back though, as we do see the Trailblazer finding its mark. But no real reaction from the side of RV. Oh, EXCEELI holding very aggressively in a lot of these avenues. Spectre in the hands of Zolo could be impactful here. Short range, high fire rate. Could make something happen for EXCEELI. But RB, they're so smart. They're falling back. This B side is very open. They know with these eco weapons, maybe EXCEELI aren't prepared for these long-ranged fights. Which is true for the most part. But the person on that side of B is Hermione. He's got a Marshall. I think a Marshall. I'm hoping it's a Marshall. Because they're gonna walk into that A main area. Flashes come in and Hermione, there it is. There it is. He finds an opener. Looking for more. Teammates come in with utility. But he's still gotta buy a little bit more time. Sends a Prowler flying. Spots the player trying to cross. And Rosa's here as he's gonna buy the protection for his teammate. Gets one in a second. Slim Zera trades it out, but Hermione snaps back and it's a 1v4. There it is. Everything was so good until he walked into Hermione.
Yep. And it's all up to the Blade Storm too. The way that Rosa just goes in for these fights, especially when he has a Blade Storm in his hand, is just phenomenal. Getting those 2 kills was pretty much what the members of EXCEELI required to turn this round on its head. Because EXCEELI, even when they don't have weapons in their hand, they are absolutely dangerous. Hermione on a Marshall, Kyojin with the Sheriff, and of course Rosa with the Bladestorm. Stuff is a lot more different when these things are in the hands of these players. Jumping back in towards the match, so it seems as though Missile, he will be pushed out a little bit here. Utility timing a little bit all over the place, but Duke, he's gonna be the one to take the first initial engagement here. Catching out Missile, very close on the range here, but still Solo. The spray connects, and even with the last couple of bullets, he takes control and gets a triple kill for himself. Into the Tides is now open for him. The ultimate will not be used, pretty much guaranteed in this round, but EXCEELI looking for options. Well, RV on the other side, maybe hoping to fish out a couple of kills at least at the bare minimum, but EXCEELI are not biting the bait here. They have the spike and they're just gonna hold on to it.
Yeah, no real need to push out. They're gonna hold steady on the spike. RV as well identifying there's not really much they can do. Maybe just walk in to get the long bonuses in. Trying to find the pick, and Rosa's there with the operator. All are gonna come down to the sky. And I think he's gonna have a gun trained on him. There we go, Kyojin.
No charges.
Able to take him down. A pretty profitable run for the end of EXCEELI. Zolo with a massive triple kill. The spray down was absolutely phenomenal. Finding those three players with the help of Hermione. Good stuff from his end. And again, 4 and 2. That denied the side of EXCEELI. Sorry, the side of RV to extend their lead. To make this a 3 and 3 scoreline. Not happening.
A round for them to win out on here. As members of EXCEELI, they are looking to maybe see if we can find that early bit of aggressive control. They have some information that the mid is now compromised, but or to the opposite side, it's going to be Solo getting a very important frag over onto Duke. The spearhead is now gone, and the wooden bits are just left. Still sharp and pointy, but not going to be as strong as the metal head. As they are possibly going to fall here. Solo, he's still taking this fight, and he's so impressive on this duel. This man doesn't know when to stop. The Harbor ultimate still very much online for him to use at any moment here, but Solo, he doesn't care. He wants to take a swing. 6 bullets left in his arsenal. Knows when to back off. They have made their presence known. EXCEELI, they're scared out a lot of the players, and it's all about the utility usage. Now Dimchol catches out Solo, trying to be over aggressive on the angle once again. 1-for-1 trade as Red Vipers. They now have an edge to break in towards this A side if they want to here. The Nightfall's gonna put a full-on halt towards it, and Hermione can hold down the side.
Oh, they're gonna get a bunch of frags. Viper Spit has been committed, but doesn't matter. AirJ is gonna fall, and EXCEELI just pound on RV. With that, it's gonna be their 5th round. 5 and 2 is the scoreline as EXCEELI now extending the lead, pushing RV back to another eco. Economy is not looking great for the end of Red Vipers, and they are gonna have to make some hard decisions. They gotta think about the long run. How do you want to play this game right now? They can go for forces. They can try and make an equalizer happen because of those forces, but honestly, I do prefer this option that they're trying to play for the long run. They're trying to go for the save weapons, and hopefully in the round when they do get a proper buy, they can try and get a foothold. Again, those are the situations where RV really shine, don't they? They are able to win out on those buy rounds that allow them to continue that momentum. Once they get a foothold, they're so dangerous. But right now, as the round begins, those are the operator not really working out. He does peek out and get one. ARJ trades, but not before dying himself. Oh, Slim Zera with the Sheriff gets taken down immediately, and it's a 1v3 situation. Dibjol all alone, spikes in the middle of nowhere. Missile, nice HP there. But yeah, not really much you can do. Long range with the Marshall. Could try and replicate what Hermione does, but not happening. Zolo takes him out. It's going to be a 6 and 2. A 4-round difference is going to be huge for the end of EXCEELI. It's a lot of room for Red Vipers to cover, and again, if they don't start making decisions soon, this might just get out of hand. No real ultimates to really help out. Again, Slimzera is the only one with the lockdown, but they've got to use it so smartly. Right now, EXCEELI are the perfect position to really run away with this. If they win out this next buy round for RV, and RV don't, start a comeback, it's pretty much done.
Yeah, this is honestly the most important round for RV for this particular map. They do get a good edge over it. It's gonna be perfect. Hyojin has a flash to use. He's gonna pop it to catch out the players that could be coming to help out Duke. And it's gonna be Zolo who came out on top on that fight. The Trailblazer is being used to try and maybe get a catch here on one of the players. He does find it. Hermione with a double kill, looking for even more out here. As Hermione takes the fight, maybe takes another duel. ARJ not really able to find the shot initially. He's gonna be able to get the catch over onto Kyojin, but the trade is instantaneous. EXCEELI 72 on the scorecards already, as Red Vipers, that round loss will hurt them a lot here. Because anything that they had going for them is now completely gone.
Yeah, that's a very big round difference right now. Again, they're going to be pushed into another eco half buys in their hands. Not the best weapons to come back at this. And 8-2 pretty much guaranteed in EXCEELI right now. They can make this a very detrimental round. The pace that they're moving, the utility, and everything, the momentum, the aim, Rosa as well, hitting shots. Not just Rosa, as the whole team performing really well. I was very skeptical of this Asian composition, but again, somehow they're making it work. Hermione on the fade, finding the impact he needs to. And the rest of the team chiming in as well. So, yeah, EXCEELI look like they're going to take it all the way this half. I really don't see Red Vipers winning out anymore unless they find a foothold and they play a lot more convincingly. It seems like they're just lost, honestly. They're not able to find any avenues. Whatever they're exploring, whatever they're finding out, whatever they're trying to apply is not working. They've got to make a change, and they got to make it fast. And that massive of a change in this short period of a time, it's just so difficult. So difficult if you're RV now.
I really agree there. As though Hermione's still been having a really good game overall. Just look at this guy. 10-2 on the scorecards. He's been fragging out of his mind. He has the least amount of deaths as well. Good position for EXCEELI to have here. Early bouts of information being gained by Hermione that there is some mid presence. He did hear one footstep, but that's it. RV, they're waiting for EXCEELI to make that first move, but it's just not coming. EXCEELI, they know that on the eco round, if they go in a bit too aggressive, one of their guns could just spell their doom. It's a very slow burn approach, and feels like a calm before the storm here, Kirito.
It does. Hermione holding such a strong position, but he's forced back. The Astro utility pushes him back so far down Art. RV, they need to clear him out. The flash doesn't connect. They're very hesitant. This hesitation could be the death of them as Slimzera falls. Wall comes on. Hermione tries to spray through it. ARJ finds a pick, but again, time's ticking away. They're trying to make an opening, trying to find an avenue into B, but Zolo's holding on there. Finally taken down. But Kyojin ever strong. He's also buying time for this side of B. Playing ring around the rosy. Where is he gonna peek from now? Spike plant is going down. ARJ low on HP gets one. But KZ1 trades. He's trying to stick the spike diffuse. He will be successful. But it's a 1v2. Does he expect this operator is the question. Rosa, if you land this shot, it's all over for this round. But
No!
KZ1 gets a pick. And Hermione, I didn't realize he was up there. And he's gonna get the frag. What was that round? 8-2 for the hands of EXCEELI.
That was rough. I could have gone on the opposite direction here, but the operator nearly just gave away a round if they weren't careful. It's tough to use that operator in a LAN environment like this. Too much noise, you can't really focus. It's here to miss those shots as Rosa. Not having the best of games, but his teammates are just able to capitalize on top of all of the space that he's making. So that's perfect. EXCEELI looking for a possible 9-3 scoreline or even a 10-2. Because Red Vipers, this is their last buy round once again. If they lose this, they have no more money for the last round of this half.
Yeah, this half is pretty in a pretty bad situation for RV if they don't win out this round. 8-4 should be the target, and the best way to start it off is by starting off with a W in this round. But they've really got no utility working for them. This lockdown could be beneficial. Kyojin peeks out ARJ now with that Viper out of the cards. They really gotta make this push towards A count, but Hermione's just holding on there, takes the frag onto Duke. Prowler spots on a second player. Flash is coming in. Rosa with the op. Yeah, this is not happening. Oh god, Hermione just unstoppable. This Beekson gets a frag every single time. It's all onto the solo Killjoy. What's he gonna do all alone? 1v5. Trailblazer spots him out. He's trying to run away. Hermione catches him. Triple kill from his end. 9-2. And I want to keep my hopes up for a 9-3.
Such a good round coming in from the side of EXCEELI. I have no idea how they're getting away with some of this. Rosa giving away the operator over towards the hands of Missile because I do believe that he's not been having the best of time with that weapon, so let Missile have a crack at it. Guy is an absolute beast with the op after all. Another chance for the side of EXCEELI to maybe take this over to a 10-2 scoreline. Looks to be good, but then again, looks can be very deceiving as Rosa taking that first line of contact. He's not going to be happy with it, but Zolo went for the frag of his own. The Harbor Ultimate now being popped as Rosa is just going to follow over the Trailblazer, and they're just running their way in, and they have no remorse in their eyes whatsoever. Red Vipers, they have no idea what hit them. It's like a tank just came into their face, just ran them over. EXCEELI, control is there as Arch. Maybe good for one kill, but not going to be good for anything more than that. Beautiful round as EXCEELI take a 10-2 scoreline to end off the first half.
Yeah, RV in a lot of trouble. They do swap to the defensive side where they can play a little bit more safer, a little bit more to their advantage, but EXCEELI, the momentum is just in their favor, and whatever they're doing, everything is just working perfectly. RV, everything they're trying, every change in the gear, changing utility. Whoa, there's a train? I did not know that. There's a train in the map, but yeah. Whatever the side of RV are doing, EXCEELI just finding the loopholes and countering so beautifully. And I feel like on the attacking side, we might see one of two things. One, EXCEELI just able to brute force, outgun, and outfrag all of RV in every situation. Or two, you can slowly dismember the players, rotating and constantly keeping their opponents on their toes, lurking around the map, and playing for map control, honestly. And something like that's happening right now. We're seeing a lot of mixing and shuffling amongst the defenders. But EXCEELI not really showing with a specific destination in mind just yet. They are hanging around in mid plaza. They're also hanging around in A main and B main. So a lot going on. But with Rosa attempting to find this opening frag in Art.
Toxins going up.
In A connector. Might be the difference maker. But yeah, they're going to fall back. Looks like they're going to aggress towards B. ARJ, the only player holding on there. So probably trying to set up the wall. And with ARJ low on his utility, this could be the prime time to push in. Kyojin first frag onto KZ1 in the A side, but the action is at B. They're gonna walk in, trying to get the spike line inside the cove.
No!
Oh no,
ARJ!
Good for
How
one,
are you
but
still
the win.
alive?
Hermione just barely gets the frag, but the spike's not planted. 14 seconds remaining. They got to get the spike down. EXCEELI. Time's ticking away. They finally take down Slimzera, but now Deepjaw's here alongside Kyojin. Trying to get the frag, but Deepjaw triple kill to get the 13th round.
What just
Barely
happened
holding
here?
on.
They just really rush it down so heavily. EXCEELI, that round should have been theirs, but I think this was just a moment of confusion and a lot of shouting between each and every one of these players. The comms were not clear. I guarantee you that all of the players of EXCEELI were just shouting. Moments of confusion. It happens.
Yeah, that's Valorant for you, honestly. A whole lot of things happening and a whole lot of yelling. Like Duke, he's gonna be yelling with a frag onto Rosa. Slimzera as well lands a couple of shots, and in a matter of seconds, it's all over for EXCEELI in this round. Definitely a 10-4, but still, can RV stand the test of time as EXCEELI will have their bioweapons coming in the next one. Economy will be looking a lot better than this. Jin from behind. Not aware. But yeah, 6 rounds difference. EXCEELI not under a lot of pressure, especially with their buy round coming in now. This is the opportunity they have to take this to 11, then 12. These buy rounds is where it counts. RV, they have a long way to go. That's the only issue. They're playing well. The rounds difference in that first half is just so high. It's going to take a lot more effort to come back from this.
Going to be on this 10-4 scoreline. The members of Red Vipers, they have a strong lead to get themselves over. These 2 rounds are going to give them that breathing room and the headspace that they need to think of a plan here. The defensive side needs to be a little bit strong overall at the very beginning, but now with the buys coming through for the side of EXCEELI, does not look that good for them overall. ARJ over towards the back, a lot of bullet sounds being heard here. Positionally, Red Vipers utilizing a good chunk of utility just on the basis of these noises. EXCEELI, they're doing such a good job of baiting out pretty much everything here. That's what they were hoping to find. Slow lurk up here is Solo. He's the first line of contact, and I don't know how much I like this. He needs to be alive for the smoke usage, but not really opted for the smoke just yet. The spike line could be coming down pretty soon. The dog's gonna clear out the entirety of back hall. Rosa didn't spot out one of the players, and this is bad, but he still gets the kill regardless. One more player inside of the smoke. They need to clear him out soon enough. But Dimjol, he's just running around, and he's possibly going to be able to get away with the kill here too. Dimjol doesn't get the same level of impact that he did on round number 1, but he's still very much alive. Maybe turn things around for his team. Here, Duke over on the opposite end. He has a Marshall, does get a good shot, but does not get the final blow here. Himself a little bit of an upgrade to play with. Swing out, good for 1, but he's not going to be good for anything more than that. Last player remaining will be Slimzera. The timing is there, and he's still going to be able to go in for those fights and those frags. Killjoy, Diff coming in from Missile here. EXCEELI Esports do have the 11th on the board. They're closing out the round slowly but surely. I'm sure the fatigue is settling in the members of RV.
Yeah, they're 1 away from going into match point. Again, RV, we did talk about this. RV did have some loopholes and lackings at the very beginning of this matchup. They seemed very disconnected. I feel like the momentum from that second map did not carry through with them. It's not even the Asian Cup position, it's just the way they're playing. It's not really something that's very difficult for EXCEELI to counter. Honestly, their attacks seem very disconnected. And on the defensive half, they just cannot hold on to these sites. A lot of these end up being very chaotic, but they're unable to really thrive in the chaos as they did before. Like on the map of Ascent, we saw these situations where we had no idea what was happening, but RV did. But now they do make something of this as they get a couple of frags, deep drill with another one, and it's all going to be a 1v3 situation, all onto the sky. He has made his way into the site, Kyojin, but oh, knife in hand, gets caught with his pants down. Slimzera, I will get the frag. It's going to be an 11-5 scoreline. RV are getting these pickings of rounds, but how many more can they do? They've got to keep this going for 6 consecutive rounds, aggressive, to make this an even Stevens, to tie things up. It's just going to be so difficult because EXCEELI, their buy rounds are so potent. We see how they're pushing that B side. Maybe these mid executions, maybe these art pushes are not working out the best. The A side pushes are not really connecting, but the B hits are so strong. And Red Vipers don't have enough utility to counter that. They don't have the same potential like Hermione did in that B main area with the Marshall. They can't replicate something like that. EXCEELI just waltzing in. So as long as that B hit is not coming, RV, they need to make it count. They need to get as many rounds as possible. And with this pause coming in, I hope they find out a way to really defend some of these avenues. But let's just see what happens. Honestly, it's anyone's game at this point. Still, RV giving them the benefit of the doubt. 11-5. Still, I'm thinking that there is a world where they might be able to pull it back.
Quite interesting fact here, as we do see that currently with EXCEELI Esports being in a good position. RV, what
Right
should their answer be here? This is of course a little bit more of an eco coming in from the members of EXCEELI, but we've seen this in the past, right? That you should never count out EXCEELI even in these eco rounds, as Kyojin. Ambitious, I would say. They just want to get this eco round over with, get themselves over towards the bye. Interesting fight early on, but I guess they just want to see how deep they can go.
Yeah, they're trying to find some picks over there outside of this A site. Spike will be left behind though in the hands of Hermione. Eventually will fall back. Looks like they're trying to explore this B main as well. The Viper utility is just a little bit difficult for the player to really penetrate through. And the rotations are there as well. Duke as well positioned in B main. Looking at that avenue. Looking at that area. Hermione trying to find the pick.
Find you.
Oh, Duke takes him down. The double pick's good. Rosa, though, is able to trade out with the Sheriff, but now the players are still here. ARJ still holding strong with the Viper utility, still holding them back. 30 seconds remaining. EXCEELI have to make a decision. I remind you, and again, this is an eco round, so EXCEELI, any and all impact is okay for them. Getting the spike down, getting frags, all A-okay in their book. But with 15 seconds remaining, they gotta make a move fast. Limzera takes on Missile. Trailblazer sets up ARJ, who's playing it patiently. What is happening there in default? Rosa gets a frag with the Marshall, but it's a 1v4. Deep Jaw flashes and takes him down.
Sad story for them as the members of EXCEELI just full control all around. I think so. No, I think he just jumped across. He just jumped across and was trying to get his spray under control as he was going down. 11-6. It's okay. The members of EXCEELI, they got a bit of good impact, but if they did get the spike plan down, it would have been a lot more better for them. For now, though, EXCEELI taking a chill pill here and just backing on off. It's Red Vipers. Another chance for a comeback is now mounting for them. Duke, okay, the operator singing the song of death here, catching out Hermione as he was trying to go in for this cross. It's gonna be rope and through the smoke, just catches out Rosa. He's opting for spams. This man doesn't even care anymore. Shotgun in hand, and he's gonna use it to shut down another one. ARJ over on the back. It's gonna be helping out with Kyojin, and it feels like deja vu here all over again, Kirito. Remember what happened on the map of Haven where they started dropping the ball because they were trying to brute force their way in towards the side against an operator? This is happening once more, and Duke is the instigator for this stop. This man is relentless.
Why would EXCEELI push back into this? After this first pick, they regressed. Even after the second pick, I've seen no reason for them to continue and commit an ultimate into this as well. It's a valiant attempt, but again, unnecessary. They could have fallen back. They could have tried to... They had time as well. They could have played for picks. I don't know. Maybe the push wasn't the wisest idea in my opinion. That's all. But Duke finding the impact for his team. And possibly more right now as he's holding A main with the op again. EXCEELI, that is the avenue they're pushing through. He has the dash. He's going to go for a peek. The blind! Killjoy missile will fall. And again, re-aggression from EXCEELI. I believe they are going to be in an eco as well. They're gonna try and walk into this harbor utility, and Duke just doesn't care. He's gonna walk in. How does he hit that? How does he hit that? As a it misses. But Deep Chul is there. What?
Hello. What is happening?
What just happened? Duke? Oh my.
This is what you call a confused bunga bunga moment.
We haven't heard that word in a long time. Oh, that's one of Aggressive's iconic lines. If you guys don't know, oh my word.
They deserve that one. I was actually a confused bunga bunga. Or Kyojin, you didn't even know what hit him. Duke was trying to go in for a couple of no scopes, nothing hit. He just pulled out his knife and it's like, don't worry, I'm gonna cut him up and finish him right here, right now. Chainsaw style. 11-8 on the scorecards. As EXCEELI, they're kind of dropping the ball here. That last round really just not favoring them whatsoever. But once more with a couple of their buys, I do believe it should be good. But never mind what just happened. Someone disconnected? Oh wait, yeah, it was our...
He's back, but it's temporary disconnection, I believe, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, Deep Chul will fall, but the op angle being held by these two players. They line up though for Hermione as he gets a triple kill. And again, rounds just keep on turning. Match point looks like it's guaranteed. Spike plant has gone down, and RV, nothing really happening for them. KZ1 does find an opening pick to make this a 2v4, but they need to find two more to equalize as time is running away.
Yeah, this Spike one's going to be a problem. There's no real opportunity for them to even break through in towards the side here, but ARJ, he's still keeping them so competitive here. Last person's going to be KC1, but the Spike one, I think it's long gone already. Too many different angles to consider and too many different options. It was a good start for a fight for the members of Red Vipers, but here I don't think losing out on two players immediately on the alley is going to help you out whatsoever. The mid link being one of the biggest problems for them to come over. As EXCEELI, they now have two big ultimates to play with, but Red Vipers, they have everything on their own arsenal. It all depends on how they're going to utilize it. If they're able to just use one ultimate, get one round, and maybe use two in the following, there is a chance they can take us into overtime once again, but chances of it are very unlikely if EXCEELI are able to bring out at the bare minimum of 3 ultimates in this round. Okay, never mind. Who needs ults? Who needs ults when you have Rosa, right? He's an ultimate by himself. Never mind. Duke is going to shut him down over on the other side. I rest my case. The caster curse seems to be real a little bit too much.
I have no idea what's happening right now. It is a 4v4 situation for now.
Here.
As the map rotations are coming in. KZ1 gets another pick onto Missile, and now the side of EXCEELI are trying to rush into this side of A. They're trying to get the spike down. KZ1 follows it up again. It's a 2v4 situation. Hermione trades one. Left the gun barrel spotted. They know he's here. KZ1 on the flank again. Hermione trying to win it out for his team, but not enough. Deep Chul picks him out. And they live to fight another day, Aggressive.
Fight here. 12-9 on the scorecards, ladies and gentlemen. Red Vipers still very much in this. They're putting up a pretty strong opening. And that's what the thing here. They just used the Seekers to get this round. They still have 2 big ultimates to play into. Viper's Pit can be a very beautiful tool for them to hold on to that B side. Also the Killjoy lockdown to hold on towards A. That's exactly what they're going to be banking upon. And if this Killjoy dies out early, this is where the real problems will start to show. EXCEELI opting for a little bit of a force here. Still have enough money. Rosa. Only for the skill as Duke. He's smelling him out. Not going to be able to find the frag, and this is going to open the floodgates. They're just trying to rush this man down. Duke in such a bad position, but the Killjoy utility is going to bail him out. Running away and surviving here. That's more than enough.
Taking that back.
12-9. As EXCEELI are trying to find an avenue. B side is right for the taking. We have Lucy the Killjoy pushed up quite far ahead. Missile. Reckoning is going to be used up by the Harbor, but oh, Teacher, what a shot. Flash comes in, he's trying to buy time. He will be stunned. RJ taking down Zolo as well. The spam through the smoke. Kyojin falls. Our ARG is still in a position to deny the spike plan, but uses his last snake bite. More breaching situation still available. Lockdown comes in.
30 seconds
And I
left.
believe Duke, he knows where the
Spike
spike plan's going down. These players are stuck inside for EXCEELI. Oh,
Okay, C1 on this flank. He's in a beautiful position. It's done. It's dusted. What can this poor old Killjoy do? Over on the top side, Rose as the last person alive, but ARJ got his phone number, calls him up to take him back home. 12 to 10 on the scorecards. I don't know how this is happening. I don't know how this is working. But Red Vipers, they're digging in deep. And they're bringing these rounds out of absolutely nowhere. They just used one ultimate to turn it around. Things are still very much alive for them. How is this working out here, though? Red Vipers, they're systematically using each and every ultimate to take rounds from here and there. That's what's giving them the edge. And these players, they're hitting hard.
we're just finding all these impacts from positions I didn't really expect them to. They're still hitting their shots continuously, and they're still able to win out on these rounds so effectively. Red Vipers, 2 rounds remaining. EXCEELI can just finish it off any second yet. But Red Vipers are looking so consistent. They're looking so strong. Win out one more, and this is very much in their cards. Economy suggests that EXCEELI should not really be able to counter this the next round if Red Vipers are able to win out this gun round. Pretty much overtime guaranteed if they can do it.
Like the players were having a little bit of trouble. They're going to be able to get some time for themselves to just reset over. But for now, opportunities present. 12 to 10. Operators in the hands of Duke. He's once again going to take a very aggressive fight of his own. His harbor wall shouldn't really scare him that much. That's the opportunity to maybe take another fight for himself. Swing out, swaps for a little bit of a no-scope. Doesn't really find a catch for himself here. Handle over onto the back end. Wasn't expecting such a heavy rush. A lot of utility being invested already towards the A main sideline. They want to brute force their way in towards A. And EXCEELI, they're determined for it. Multiple players over in towards R. The members of RB, they're stuck in almost an impossible scenario of their own here. It doesn't bode that well for them. It's RV. Not the read, but the members of EXCEELI, they're much wiser. They opted to immediately stop their hit and maybe just allow RB to rethink their strategies. But with Duke still holding A main this well, I think that's completely fine. Duke just needs to be patient for this fight. If he gets one kill here, that's going to open things up. But with a slow lurk up and this walk coming in from the members of EXCEELI, this is perfect. The members of RB, they have the read. And it's all going to come down to the gunfights and whoever uses the utility better. Hermione good for the first initial kill. Duke's going to be able to capitalize, but the shots just don't connect. Trades coming in from either side, but still, the members of EXCEELI still very much alive here. They have the side control, they have the man advantage, and the spike is also down. Slimzera, he's hoping for a kill, misses out on a very crucial one. Missile's gonna be able to survive, swing out maybe for another one. Fully vulnerable, worried about pretty much everything here. 2 bullets. He's opting for the reload, it's over the edge as RG falls asleep on the trigger and Missile walks away with the victory. 13 to 10 as the members of EXCEELI, they claw their way in for the win as the champions being crowned will be none other than EXCEELI Esports. What a play and a half coming in from Missile. The flick was gorgeous. And the play right at the very end was spectacular. Did my boy Kirito just die? Okay, I think Kirito just completely died there for a second. I was so confused initially, but I have to give it over towards the members of EXCEELI. They performed admirably. The way that they were able to turn things up, and they were having such a rough time to try and finish things off. But at the end of the day, RV, they pulled off a performance and a half. They were just not able to finish this marathon. It was so difficult from the start all the way up till the very end to keep that momentum present in their own arsenal. But the way that they played, it was admirable. Duke especially, he tried to turn up hard, and some rounds he did. He pulled off miracles for his team, but those miracles were too far in between. The overall strategy coming in from the members of RB were just not as present and as consistent as the members of EXCEELI. Too many gunfights were lost, and the trades were just not substantial enough. They lost too much map control early, and they didn't try to use their own utility to re-aggress on towards those fights. And good God, it was an incredible game all the way up till the very end. No fights lost coming in from a squad like this. EXCEELI, they still proved themselves to be the best champions for it all. Kirito, of course, as you can see, is on a little bit of a frozen streak here, but that's completely fine. Nothing to really worry about overall. Coming on back here, as you can see from the scorecards, 25 kills for Hermione. An absolute beast and a Chad here. It seems like there are some issues from Kirito's end. He's completely gone. But we got me here to close off this game. And for now, that's all that we have for you for today, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, make sure to check out the survey down below. And if you want to get yourself a little bit of a goodie coming in as a giveaway, make sure to fill it out. You never really know what you're going to get. And if you're looking for a good product or maybe some peripherals for yourself or even some Logitech gear on StarTech, we got you covered. Make sure to use Logitech G Paradise on checkout to get yourself 500 taka discount. Sorry, 500 taka off on any orders that you make. But for now, it's going to be your boy Aggressive, and with Kirito over the grave, signing on off. Thank you all for stopping on by, and I'd love to thank the members at IGE for bringing us this tournament. It was a hectic ride. The land was insane, and the production, top notch. But for now, we're going to be signing on off with the IGE Contenders Valorant powered by Logitech, and we're going to be seeing you soon, a lot sooner than you think, with a lot more action and a lot more tournaments from everyone here. So good night and happy gaming, everyone.